6, 4, 2, and we're live. Welcome back to the INVICTUS Stream. My name is Harlan Guthrie. I am here with my elegant friend Chris.
Hello.
My illustrious friend Justin.
Mm.
And my gassy friend Michael.
I can tell you have like a thesaurus open or something right there.
You have what?
Except for the gassy one at the end. It looks like you're like looking up at like synonyms there.
No, I was not. I have nothing in front of me. You really think I have to go on book? I wing it, man.
Isn't gassy a synonym for illustrious?
I don't know. You're back with the INVICTUS Stream. We are on Game 9 of our Dragon Age campaign, which has been a tense and excitingly sexually powerful game for the last 9 weeks. It is, again, the 9th of our 10-part series, and if anyone watches Game of Thrones, you know that this is the one where shit blows up.
Not too much pressure there, Justin.
And based on where we left it last time, me holding a knife to one of the other characters' throats, I have no doubt that it will be a big one. So yeah, I guess that's it. Again, for anyone who's new to the show and watching, we stream these games every Wednesday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and next Wednesday is going to be our last one, Game 10, after which we're going to start a new campaign with a new role-playing series, which is called Numenera, which is going to be GM'd by our sexually provocative friend Chris here. And that's going to go on. And that's going to go on for a number of weeks too. And Numenera is a game by Monte Cook Games. Go give it a read if you're interested in what it's about. But we will be doing a little bit of a character creation and an example play and kind of a little bit of run through before the official game starts, probably next Monday or the Monday after. But we still have Dragon Age to continue. So, again, if you're new to our stream, please tweet us along, give us suggestions, the players' suggestions, and things like that. We are at INVICTUS Stream. Like, subscribe, videos, all that shit. But why don't we summarize what happened last time, Justin?
All right. So last week was a very heavy role-playing week, if I remember correctly. And the characters basically had 2 full days in the Red Hold encampment, where they could go around, do whatever they want, and it was one of those sessions where you kind of jump back and forth between different characters. And each character focused on different things, had something different happening for them. And why don't we just do a quick synopsis? You guys individually, maybe you guys want to tell exactly what happened to your characters and what your characters experienced, whether that be just, how they felt or, how they grew based on their experiences. So why don't we start with you, Chris, with Penth.
Well, Pent is battling with the dynamic of the group right now, particularly with him and Grinner, and the group's lack of appreciation for his way of life. He is ignorant to the ways of the lowland people, and because of that, and he's also stubborn as hell, and because of that, he's having a hard time getting really connected with the group, and people are feeling ostracized by him, and he's feeling ostracized by the group. So what he tried to do was look for some guidance in the city. He tried to go to a temple where he looked for an elder who could, try to help him understand whether he should be keeping with the ways that he learned or if he should be sacrificing, what it means to sacrifice, what he's been doing, or his culture in a way. And that really didn't lead to too much. I mean, it made him more thoughtful about it, but at the same time, he didn't come to any drastic realization. And then the Red Hold Thane himself seems to be adopting so many things that he himself as a character doesn't want to be a part of. I mean, they've been using archery. They seem to be in this big stronghold that's very much like a civilization that seems so luxurious that it seems like a soft way of living that he doesn't know what to do with himself. Having talked to the other Avarian people in the city, he has seen that they still have the spirit of the Avarian people, but at the same time they're able to live in this way, so trying to understand that. And I guess I'll leave the rest, because at the end he was trying to be a little bit more approachable, and he was even toasting to the Thane and his people, but all of that came to an abrupt stop, so I'll let Imogen explain his experience for that day before we get to that.
Why, thank you, Chris. I was trying to learn more about my character, actually, even as we go. Again, being fairly new to the Dragon Age world. Alright, so on their first day in the keep, Imogen eyed an old crone who seemed akin to the ways of a Fade. And when free to explore, Imogen searched out this lady for some guidance, as being an apostate and not necessarily disciplined in the ways of magic. Imogen is aware that one can become addicted and, in a sense, actually let demons into your own being. And although Imogen is constantly trying to do good, he's finding that the spells he is attuned to tend to be very destructive and painful and draw the life from others.
He's a monster.
He explodes people.
He blows people up in a sea of guts and glory.
Nonetheless,
Guts and glory.
so while he is trying to find himself, he is worried about this darkness that he feels within him. And on the second meeting with this old crone, was given this really stinky, disgusting goo to drink, which I'm pretty sure is a placebo effect.
A placenta? What?
No, not a placenta, yeah. It may have been.
The placenta effect?
Which
They have that. It's culture. Anyways.
he was assured would control the demons within and control the darkness. And
Maybe you should just maybe drink Blade Blood. Do you ever think of that?
maybe I should. Anyway, Imogen made his way to the dinner, toasted the Thane, making shit up as he goes, because he doesn't even speak Elven, but who the hell knows that Imogen doesn't speak Elven. But it was enough to impress the Thane, and in a strange plot twist, towards the end, was knocked unconscious by a spell, and is currently laying with his forehead in his soup.
We're drowning.
Oh God, he's drowning.
No, forehead. Whoa.
So that leads to what my character did. And after breaking up, he headed straight to the Rookery, which is where all the crows stay, mainly because he wanted to find out... why did I want to go there? Oh, no. I wanted to send a message to some people who only the GM and Grinner know, or myself. I forget. Either way, he intercepted a message that was meant to go to Penth, which basically stated that Penth was to come back to his home village. And I think we destroyed it?
Yeah, you have it.
Oh, I have it. I didn't destroy it, but I have it.
Not the village. You did not destroy the village.
No.
Power.
So anyway, we kicked around a little bit, and after the first dinner with the Thane, or the king, went relatively well. We toasted him a number of times. The next day flew by relatively quickly, and then we were at the night in question, the night that we left the game on. And during that gorgeous dinner, which was laid out by Gil, I received a secret message from Gil ordering me, or requesting that I do not eat the goat, which I happily obliged, seeing as if someone ever tells you not to eat something and they're telling it to you secretively, it's probably best not to do so. At which point, the mid-story of the thing, mid-telling a story, Gil snapped his fingers at the most boring part, and everybody fell asleep, except for me and Gil and I. At which point, Gil drew his dagger and slit the throat of the Thane, leaving me standing there, surprised. And then I think he started getting up to kind of climb to the window and said, "Are you going to finish Penn?" in my best Justin impersonating Gil impression. And I drew my dagger and I went up behind Pent, and that's where we left it.
That's right. So, tune in next week to find out what happens.
Dun, 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 dun.
Commercial. Can we have words of the day? I think the rookery was a word of the day for last week. So when we come across a new word today, we should have a D&D or a role-playing game word of the day.
A word of the day. I like
Invictus
it.
is brought to you by the word rookery and the die D6.
I agree. Oh yeah, we'll have to pick a favorite side of the die each day, or a favorite die.
The 6-sider today.
Well, 6 we've done a lot. I'm going to say let's do this nice, beautiful little 12-sided. It
we
is.
only do 6-siders in this, so.
I know. That's why we got involved. The other ones.
All right.
I don't know about you guys, but I've been using the wrong die.
That's why he's been rolling so high. He's been using 3d20s.
All right, let's get to the execution of Penth.
Okay.
So, the wind howls outside, and you see Gil is standing by the window. He's tying up his shoelaces, tightening them, and he's checking his pockets. And he doesn't look terribly frantic. He actually looks quite calm, though he's moving pretty quickly. He's bringing up a cowl over his face, and he's opening the curtains. And he says, "Oh boy, doesn't look too good out there. Well, have you done it yet?" And he turns back to you.
No, I haven't yet.
Well, are you going to do it? Hey, listen. It's not up to me to judge, all right? You guys have your quarrels. And
Live tweet us what you think we should do next. No.
For you, Jason.
I take my blade from next to Pent's neck, and I draw it back for a second. I turn to Gil. Gil, why are you doing this?
Wow. What do you mean, why am I doing this? I thought you'd be happy.
Why kill the Thane? Why steal the Windstar amulet? What's it all for? Are you gonna sell it?
Nah, mate. I got something bigger planned for this one. And you remember he pulled off something from the Thane's neck, and it doesn't really look like an amulet. I don't know. It looks too rough to be considered an amulet. It looks like a piece of rock that has been attached to a string.
So what do you have bigger plan? You got to let me in. Look, you and I are in on this. There's a dead guy lying over the table, bleeding out over his goat.
And he says, "Yeah, I know. And if we don't leave now, then someone's going to walk in here and find him. So are you following me or not? I can explain on the way."
You got to tell me now, and then we can decide. I got to know before I start stepping through that door what I'm incriminating myself for.
Let me put it this way. I got a friend up in Black Sleet Tower. I'm going to go up and meet him. He's been stuck in there for a long time. I'm going to let him out.
Who? Grindelwald?
Friend.
Grindelwald?
Grindelwald. Well, according to this man's story, maybe. But whatever. Why am I explaining this? I don't have to explain this to you. I just gave you an opportunity to finally take out one of your worst enemies.
Do you know why I want to take out Penth, Gil?
Because you hate him.
Why? Do you know why I hate him, though? Can you fathom why I dislike this man so much so that it would be justifiable, nay, right, to slit his throat? I hate him because, in my eyes, he's a monster. He is a bully and abrasive and frustratingly... He's a hammer. He is a tool. But if I slit his throat, how am I any better? If I kill a man just because I find him to be a monster, how am I not that same monster?
Well, my belief is we're all monsters in our own way. So really, you're no better than him, and you're no better than me for slitting the Thane's throat. You're a monster somewhere deep down, just like that Imogen kid over there. I can tell he's got a darkness in him. So whether you like to or not, you might as well let the monster out now. Because it's going to get out eventually.
Jason Randall says, "Be the bigger man."
I'm trying, Jason. I'm trying. Fine, Gil. You want me to let the monster out? Is that a penis reference? All right, I'll let the monster out. Gil, we've been friends for a long time. I'm sorry. And I throw the dagger at Gil.
All right. Do a dexterity check.
10, 13, 14, 15.
All right. So the dagger flies across the room and impales Gil in the shoulder, and he cries out in agony and says, "Shit! What the hell is wrong with you? Oh, you're gonna regret the day you were born."
I'm an Irish. Run! And I slap the fuck out of Penn.
All right.
Because if he's sleeping, he better wake up.
So you start slapping him.
Because you did say originally sleeping, not unconscious, right?
They are unconscious.
I'll still slap him.
Yeah. Like, wake up!
And then I dive over the table.
Over the table towards Renner?
Farthest away from Gil.
Oh, okay. So you begin to slide across the table, and you see Gil is getting closer to the window, and you hear the window slide up, and you hear some muttered curses. And as you slide across the table, you hear a bubbling and gurgling coming from behind you. And once you reach the other side, you look and you see Gil, 1 foot out the window, 1 foot still in. He's saying some strange words under his breath, and his eyes are going blood red.
God damn it!
You see the Thane's blood starts to pool into the center of the floor.
That's blood magic.
And it starts to form into something under the table. And also with the shouting that's been going on, you hear some shouting out in the hall, and the guard that was standing by the door, he's actually taken a step towards you.
Damn straight he should have. And I fucking go to Gil and I'm like, "Stop him!"
To Gil?
I'd say the guard to stop Gil. Not Gil.
Oh, okay.
Or no, actually, you know what? Fuck it. I attack Gil, but I'm gonna try to charisma him anyway.
Okay, are you using your bow? Because you're at the other side of the dining
No,
room.
my bow is by the front door.
Yeah.
Of this entire hold. I have no weapon.
Yeah.
I'm just talking to him.
Okay, all right.
I get that I wounded him, but to me,
Actually, you
You
might have
deserved
your
it.
short sword because you were allowed your short sword and your dagger.
Yes, that's true.
Whether or
I
not
have
you
it.
would have brought it
Probably-
to dinner.
no, I do have it because I remember I even said to Justin. But regardless, I'm not going to use it from across the room.
All right, so
Um,
as the guard closes in on you, you see Gil still concentrating on...
And I say,
whatever's
"Gil,
on the
you have what
table.
you want. Just go and get it. It's not worth this. You want me to be a monster? I need to stop a monster. I'm giving you the opportunity to just leave before this gets bad." And that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Okay, so he hears you. You can tell that he's still concentrating very heavily on the whatever is forming in the middle of the room.
And
And
I say, "Gil, you might be motivated, but you're not a murderer. Do not kill all these innocent people."
Just killed someone.
you see some awareness,
to help
a flickering of awareness cross his face as he breaks the spell, and you hear a splash in the middle of the room as whatever was forming on the ground collapses, and he says, "Don't you be following me now." And he gets out of the window.
Sorry about the dagger. I had to act.
So the shouts in the hall get louder, and the guard who's standing only about a foot away from you kind of comes to and begins looking around the room as the door bursts open, revealing 3 other guards carrying big battle axes.
And I say, Thane is dead. And I even take out my short sword and drop it and say, I'm innocent. Everyone else is frozen. Fuck.
Okay. So one of them comes inside the room and he's barking orders. He says, "See to the Thane!" And he comes over to you and he says, "What happened here?"
The goat was laced. I didn't eat it. Gil froze everyone else, slit the throat of the Thane. I attacked him. He got away.
Do a charisma check. Communication, sorry.
Damn it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It is the truth.
And he speaks to 2 of the guards. He says, "Hold him."
And I have my hands up. If that helps. +1 to innocence.
So he steps over to the table, and you see him inspecting the food on top, and he takes a little bit of the goat, and he sniffs it. And he says, it smells fine to me, but I don't know why they'd all be asleep. You can see him pondering. He doesn't seem like the brightest of our...
I just sit down in the corner. You figure it out. You wake me
Well,
up.
the 2 guards are still holding you, right?
Perfect. I say, can I sit down, boys? I'm not going to run. It's in fact easier to make sure I'm not going to run away when I'm sitting. It's tougher for me.
All right. So you go and sit in the corner of the room.
In my best Woody Allen impression, I'm not going to run. Where am I going to go?
Careful, he's a run sitter.
And it's at this point that Imogen and Penth and everybody starts to come to. It all while the guard was investigating, it took about 5 minutes for him to go around and check everybody out and inspect the Thane and stuff. So it's about 5 minutes after your initial encounter with Gil, and everybody is groggily starting to wake up.
Do we take damage at all, or is it just like an effect?
No, you don't take any damage. And so everybody wakes up.
Okay, so we groggily wake up, and I obviously would be reacting, so I stand up really quickly and push my chair out.
And that's where you see the Thane. Your feet are soaked in the Thane's blood.
I look immediately to Grinner, who's apprehended by the guards. I say, "What did you do?"
Well, I slipped and slid his... No, yeah, no, I tell him the truth. I say, look, the goat was laced. I didn't eat it. Gil snapped his fingers. You all went unconscious. He slit the throat of the Thane and took what was around his neck and left.
I never trusted Gil.
Well, I never trusted you either, and look at us now.
Why does
Clearly, distrusting each other didn't help.
Why do my face is so sore? I feel like I've been slapped.
I don't know. Maybe a bitch got slapped. I don't know.
So the head guard goes over to the window, and the guards, I mean, I'm not acting them very, very well right now. They're obviously shaken. Someone came in and killed their Thane. It's pretty frantic right now. Some serving people have come in, and guards are holding them back, and people are shouting and crying, and all of the sound is attracting a big crowd from outside.
And I try to get the attention from the floor, and I say, look, everybody, being the only person qualified enough to that, because I was awake when it all happened, let me borrow your interest for 2 smidges. Gil, the bad guy here, left through the window, and he said he's going to awaken someone in the tower, and he took what was around the Thane's neck. Now, I'm no expert on mythology or the legends, and frankly, the Thane stories were dull as fuck, but I would guess that he's probably doing something very bad. So you guys can sit here bumbling, or you can go and try to stop him. Or even better, let us try to stop him.
I speak up and I say, if you cared at all for the Thane, assemble a party to pursue the killer.
Or exactly what I just said, or that too.
But I just tried to use my influence as another Varn, and I tried to use my knowledge of military lore to help.
Okay, all right. You're doing a roll?
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to support kind of what Grinner said.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Then I'll roll for it.
Yeah, you roll for communication.
10, 15.
Okay.
Plus his support.
So the
and I nod to Penth, like, appreciated Penth. Friendship.
The head guard, he's obviously frazzled. There's other guards shouting at him. Oh my God, I don't know what to do.
Woody Allen,
I'm so frazzled. He walks over to you amidst people shouting at him and yelling at him. Like the room is easily 20 people in it now, and the people on the street are like huddled up and they're looking in windows and stuff. And it's raining quite heavily outside and quite windy, but there's people still there. And one of the people out the window is pointing in the direction of someone, and the guard rubs his forehead and says to you, Grinner, he says, "My name is Ludo. Now, where did he... You said he went to the tower."
Yes, and beyond that, I'm 99.9% sure he's a blood mage. Because he tried to play with the blood of the Thane.
And he says some curses in a different language that you don't understand.
But I understand curses.
You can tell. You can tell he's apprehensive. While he does want to track down the man who killed the Thane, at the same time he doesn't want to. He's obviously afraid of this tower.
Look, Ludo. Let me go. Let me go get him. I understand you might not trust me right now, but look at the scene. It's as clear as day. If I wanted the Thane dead, I would have killed him yesterday, or I would have done it in a less obvious way. Hate to break it to you, but I'm better than being this obvious. Secondly, I wouldn't leave myself at the fucking crime. I would leave as soon as possible. And thirdly, I wouldn't explain the whole thing to you. I would just fuck off. So please, if you want to catch him, if you want to avenge the death of your Thane, let me go after him and bring him to justice.
And people are shouting at him. Some guards are saying, "Let them go! Let them go!"
Yes, that guy.
Some guards are saying, "No, they're guilty. They're guilty. They're the only ones here. They're fabricating a tale. We should detain them."
Shut up.
What's Renner doing?
Renner is still kind of coming to, and he's still not fully with it. You see him kind of groggily moaning on the table. So the Ludo turns back to you and says, "You will get revenge."
I will bring him to justice. I will make sure that he gets what's coming to him. I swear to you.
He reaches down with his hand. And he reaches out to yours to pull you up.
And I accept it.
All right. Yeah, you guys do a very manly bro shake. And he picks you up off the ground. And he says, "Go."
And I look around. How is Imogen taking it?
Imogen is awake. Yeah, Imogen, how are you taking it?
Imogen is somehow feeling guilty for this, feeling like there was some sort of magic involved, and Imogen, believing is the only mage that he knows of, is thinking, "Oh my God, what have I done?"
Are you visibly showing guilt?
I might be. Yeah, because I'm very like.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not, like I've been sitting here doing nothing. Imogen is sitting there doing nothing, trying to take everything in and listen to everyone and hear what was going on, because I feel like while I was unconscious, I may have subconsciously done something.
I get you. Okay, well, put it this way. I asked Ludo if I could go get Gil, So I never actually cleared it if everyone could go, so I'd want to quickly go around to each person in the party and see if they're willing to go, interested in going, and whether they're the right mindset to go. So I walk over to Penth first.
And you asked me if I want to go?
I don't ask you anything yet. I want to see what you look like.
Oh, I got food on my face and a handprint on the other side. Go ahead.
And I say, Penth, I just downright don't like you. And I don't think that's a bad thing, because ultimately it doesn't matter whether I like you or you like me. It doesn't matter whether our customs are different or the respect is there. The real thing in my mind is whether we can count on each other when the shit hits the fan, and right now the shit is hitting the fan. So what I'm asking is, can I count on you to help me bring Gil to justice?
A man who kills another in his sleep deserves to die. I will,
Well,
especially an Avarian. I just have to ask, Grinner, how come you didn't stop Gil?
well, if you check the blood under the door, you'll see that I threw a dagger on him, at him. I mainly didn't stop him because he's a blood mage, and I don't have my bow on me. I had nothing but the dagger, and I threw it at him. So I did pretty much everything I could. But that being said, I appreciate your help. However, I need to stress that if you're coming with me, we're not going to kill him on sight. He might die, and he might deserve to die, but we'll need to bring him back to town before we can do so.
Why is that?
Because I think it should be the decision of the Thane's people to decide what happens to him. And they can string him up by his entrails for all I care. But it should be their right, as this is their customs and their world that we've walked into 2 days ago.
I feel that these people have more in common with you, and if you think that is right, I will follow your lead.
Then Penth, you son of a bitch. Put her there. Dylan, you son of a bitch.
Bicep shot.
All right, I walk over to Imogen. Do you look visibly shaken, or are you chill?
I'm a little more chill now because, again, listening again to everything that's going on, I understand it was Gil, and I had suspected Gil before.
Okay. But being that you are a child, I would ask if you're okay. Are you okay?
Yes, Grim.
Is there anything you want to talk about?
Let's go get him.
Can I count on you?
Yes, sir.
Did you hear the conversation with Penth? It was a private conversation.
Were you listening?
And did you just call me sir?
Yes, sir, I did, sir.
Motherfucker! I will slap you down just because you keep calling me sir.
So
You
while
peasant.
this is happening,
Time and go, sir.
No, not until we're righted.
there are guards bustling about, and
I'm forgetting to eat some more lamb.
Yeah, eat more goat.
it's kind of spattered in blood right now. Two people, two of ours wearing black, have both come in, and they're standing by the Thane, and they're kind of like looking around at everybody who's still in the room, and they're not saying anything, but you can tell they're like get the hell out of here. Meanwhile, Ludo has been barking out orders like to secure the town, try to stop Gil in his tracks if they can. And he also sent someone away who's just returning as you're speaking with Imogen. And he comes up to you guys with a bundle, like a small
That's what I was
leather sack. Leather sack.
And I pull my bow from it.
Shink! I mean,
Well,
Yeah. They've got that stuff too, and they say,
Oh, yeah, they brought that too.
yeah, you will need these for the battles ahead.
I suggest we go soon before they change their mind.
Well, we needed our
Ludo-
weapons anyway. I knew we needed them.
I know. Let's get out of here before someone smarter than Ludo says, "Why did you let those guys go?"
All right. And I turn to Imogen and I say, I want you to have my back up there. Full magic.
Yes, sir.
Don't half-ass this. I'm talking walking bombs every second.
Yes, sir.
And then I turn to
And all
Renner.
of a sudden, I got this. Sorry, I got this vision of Peppermint Patty from Charlie Brown, and I've got a lesbian crush on you.
Ah,
Yes, sir. Yes,
that's
sir.
a thing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. That's a dated reference.
It is. I'm dated.
Ooh. And then is Renner in, or I just turn to Renner in, and very half-heartedly I'm like, you want to come?
And
Are you
he
will you
said,
sit up on a fucking puddle and knock yourself out again?
he's kind of he's come to and he's kind of gathered what has happened, and he says, I feel like this is my responsibility to come. I wouldn't have traveled all this way and now have an opportunity to go to Blacksleet and not take it.
We can bring you back the amulet. You're just going to get in the way. This isn't a matter of archaeology. We have to go and find this guy and bring him back to justice.
Well, hold on, because he could be help. I don't know what's in that black tower, and none of us do. So he might have, if we get trapped somewhere, he might have information that could help us out.
Well,
and on the bright side, he might just die.
the way I see it,
I meant dark star.
hey,
Just make sure our money is in a satchel that we can collect it after.
yeah, he says the only thing I know about Blacksleet Tower is everything that the Thane told us last night.
Well, then, yeah, don't come. Why, you just talked yourself out of a job, idiot. I was defending you.
Take these. And he hands you a bunch of files that are in like a kind of a bandolier of files. And there are 4 files in it.
So what's the
That's
matter?
a while.
You alright, Harlan?
Yep, never mind.
And in them are what look to be potions.
What are these?
He says they're potions. I haven't had to use much of them yet. I was saving them for the trip back, but if you guys get into trouble out there, these will come in handy, bring you back up to health. I believe there's one on the end there that'll bring mana up, but I've never had to use it.
Let's go.
So you've got 3 health potions.
I give one to each of us.
1 mana potion.
And I give the mana potion to Penth. Here, Penth, drink this. It'll make you feel better.
Mountain Dew.
No, we distribute them up evenly and give the mana potion to Imogen.
We give back the bandolier and say that's really lame.
And I take it and they say, but it matches my eyes.
Bandolier. Weird bandolier.
Yeah, they wrote that song Barracuda.
Barracuda.
Art.
All right. So you guys have everything you need. By this point, it's probably about 20 minutes since Gil left.
No, it has not. That's like 15 seconds, really?
No, it has. It has. Because of everything that's been going on in the background, the conversations you guys
Oh,
been...
right. Yeah, fair enough.
And it
All
actually
right,
has been over 15 minutes.
Fine, then we run.
All right. So, you guys step out of the Thane's longhouse and you bolt to the tower, and weather is horrible. And does anybody know where the tower is?
Isn't it like obvious? Isn't it like the big thing in the middle of town?
It's not in the middle of town.
It's behind the Thane's Keep, isn't it?
Can we not see it?
You can't see it right now with the weather, but do a cunning check to see if you actually saw it when you were coming in the other day.
Just scream out for Renner.
Nope.
We need you after all, Renner. Renner! You said that you didn't know any more than we did, but clearly you do. So get and start leading point.
Okay, so you guys go back and you get Renner.
Locals. Which way is it to the... Some local has to know.
But if we don't even know where the fucking thing is, I feel like we're vastly underqualified to go storming the gates. We should have Renner with
I
us.
just pictured that we saw it on a clear day. Like, we've been there for 2 days now, 3 days.
But do we know the entrance? Like, we might see it, but, like, even in Skyrim, when I'm trying to find the entrance to someplace, sometimes I have to go around the whole fucking thing. I'm like, oh, here it is. I'd say we bring Renner. I would quickly run inside and say, "You guys go. I'll catch up on horseback or some shit."
We're already lost.
Yeah, right. We haven't even gone anywhere lost, but I want to bring Renner.
We find ourselves in the closet.
So you go back, and Renner, he's sitting on the couch. He looks defeated. He's in the middle, the main area, and he sees you come in, and he shakes his head and he says, "Well, aren't you afraid I'm going to slip on a patch of ice?"
I pinch his fucking ear, and I just pick it up, and I say, "We do not have time for this. Gil killed the Thane. They're going to kill us. Go."
And do a communication check, because he might not like that.
That's fine.
He is your employer, but...
Yeah, well, you know what?
Well, shit.
I got really good, so he loves it. Maybe he's like, yeah.
He swats you away and says, "Get the hell out of here," and makes his way to the door.
Good.
And he grabs his quarterstaff from one of the guards.
Perfect.
Okay. So you guys make your way out of the town. You make your way out of the front gates that are heavily guarded, and the guards begin to open the gate for you. And it's kind of a slow process. It kind of cranks open slowly, and in the rain, it's even harder for them. So you guys are waiting there.
Should have told them to open the goddamn gate while I was getting Renner.
So while they're opening it, I asked them if one of our companions passed through here already.
And guard shakes his head. I saw no one. We haven't opened these gates since you guys came in.
I try to ask him if he has a longsword I can purchase. We are on a mission to avenge the death of your Thane. It will help in our mission.
So did we not get our weapons back?
Yeah, but I want a longsword.
Oh, okay.
And I asked the guy, "Is there any other passage leading out of this town besides this gate?"
Well, there are other passages that people say. I do not know where are they.
Who would know? Do you know anyone who would?
Ludo would know.
God damn it. Do we seriously have to go back to fucking Ludo?
No, just go to the tower.
Yeah, but if he went like a straight as the crow flies path, and we're going the long way around, then he's going to be like long
We're
gone.
not going to catch him anyways. He's having too much time ahead of us.
One
Alright,
of
meet him.
the other guards kind of goes, "Come over here. Stop talking to him. He's an idiot. He doesn't speak trade tongue."
Okay, I walk over and I say, "What's up? Do you know a path to the tower?"
Yeah. If you follow the wall this way, there's going to be a small outcropping of stone that you can step onto. Not many people do. It's kind of risky, but you can get up to a bit of a cave that way, and I think that will lead you to Blacksleet Tower.
We do
That's
that.
where you're going. But why are you going to Blacksleet Tower?
Oh, we're catching a guy. It's a whole thing. But thank you. And we run. I'm not going to explain it to a guard. Tell me your name.
And the answer to your longsword question, Pent, was no, he would not sell his longsword to you.
Even for a gold piece.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Because they have no use for money up here. Unless you were like, "Oh, shiny." What's it made of?
Bling, bling.
Okay, so you make your way, you get up onto the guard wall, and you make your way across, and you get to the edge of the mountain, and you see, sure enough, the path that this guard was talking about. And in the heavy rain, it looks very, very slippery.
Let's do it.
And there's snow on top of it still, and it's iced.
If Gil did it, we can do it.
Okay.
Throw Imogen.
So who's going first?
I throw Imogen up.
I was going to say, I will go first, so if I fall back, they can catch me.
I have climbing, I think, as one of my skills.
Yeah.
Perhaps I should go with the most experienced.
Yeah, and I hand him one end of my rope and I say, "Here, you climb up and we can lift up ourselves after."
And I do so.
Okay, so do your climbing roll. You are trying to beat a hard, so that's a 15.
10, 13, 16. What do you get for a skill? I beat it.
You beat it. Okay. So yes, you managed to climb up the side of the mountain and get up to the ridge that you see is. You're obviously supposed to go a certain direction, and it winds around so it looks like it might lead into somewhere.
Okay.
All right. So you're up there.
Excellent.
Then I make sure I have a sure footing, and I have the rope so that they can climb up.
Okay. So it is hard to get a sure footing because it's so icy. It is about 0 degrees right now, so the rain is freezing rain. But you throw the rope down, they are going to get a plus. We'll give it a +2 to the check.
All right, I'll help Imogen up first.
Okay, so I'll give you +3 to your roll, Imogen.
I got 12.
Strength check.
Yeah, so 12 plus 3 is 15. So that's
There you go. Okay, so you pull yourself up just barely. And
Why aren't my dice showing?
your what? Sorry?
My dice roll didn't show.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
Close it and try it again.
Maybe because you cheated?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah, 12. All right, and last, Grinner.
All right, let's do this. That's not bad. 11, 12, 13.
With the rope, 14, 15.
14, 15.
Yeah, you're good. So, you...
See, when we
managed
work
to get up as
together,
well.
karma is on our side.
There you go. So y'all get up, no problem. And you start to make your way along the path, and the wind is blowing, and it is it's kind of treacherous, but you manage to find the right footing. And you find what is kind of a cave, but it's caved in, but it looks like you can get on top of it.
All
And
right.
walk across that way.
Did Renner make the save, or we're just going to assume he did?
We just left it behind.
Renner? Oh yeah, Renner's with you guys. I forgot you guys went back.
I'll just assume he made it. It's not so bad.
I just tell him, look, man, I thought you were going to be useful, but clearly you weren't, so. No, I'll be nicer than that. I'll say, Renner, you were right, and I'm sorry. I was nervous about trying to track down Gil, so you should stay behind and make sure everything is safe. As ambassador to our party, you should maintain our diplomatic status here so that we don't come back to pitchforks.
And he says, right, of course, that makes a lot of sense. I appreciate your forwardness and leadership at this moment, Grinner.
I clicked the wrong button.
That was not an appropriate time for that.
I'm going to do a tracking check to see if any of the rubble that's blocking the cave has been turned over and some dry stones are showing to see if perhaps Gil came this way.
Okay.
But in the meantime, I'll light a torch so that he can see.
It's not night. Oh yeah, it is. It would be.
And you
nighttime,
said it was
wouldn't
stormy and we're in the cave, so even if it's daytime, it'll be dark.
Good call. Okay, I'm trying to get the setting in my mind.
It's called the Cave of Storms.
Okay, so good karma definitely is on your side because Imogen lights a torch brilliantly. It is nighttime, so it would make sense. And as soon as he lights it, you see drips of blood along the stone
I think Gil
and ice.
has his period.
I pick up a stone with some blood on it and throw it to Grinner, and I say, well done, we now have a trail to follow.
And I look at Penth and say, thank you.
Yeah, so I push on it. Do I know how fresh the blood is?
It looks. It's been covered by ice. Like the freezing rain has covered the blood to an extent.
Okay, so let's move on. So let's try climbing up over
The cave. Well, you guys do manage to climb up over the cave as difficult as it is. It does take you some time, but if you're all being careful, you do manage to make it over. Are you guys being careful?
No.
No, you're just rushing it.
I would say I would be careful.
Okay. So you
YOLO.
guys are going for certainty over speed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So in that case, you guys do manage to make it over. It's not terribly difficult to get over it, but if you were rushing, there would be a good chance that you'd slip and fall. So you make it over, and in the distance, you see a lightning flash, and the lightning flash illuminates a tower, maybe about 300. No, it would be longer than that. Maybe about a kilometer away from you guys. So it's not too far. And after some focused traveling, you do manage to make your way down and get closer to it, and you see a very rickety bridge leading across a chasm to the foot of this tower. That is blowing in the wind.
Like the answers.
And below the bridge is an abyss, which happens to be about 30 meters deep.
Convenient.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I cross it.
Okay, so you're just gonna stomp across?
No, I'm going to tie a rope around my waist. I'm going to hand the other end to Pen and say, Penth, I believe you to be the only one strong enough to support me, and we need someone on the other side strong enough to support you. And I start walking across.
Okay. So, you start walking across.
But first I'll bring across the duck, and then we'll come back for the grain, and then we'll leave the duck, and then
the duck there,
and then we'll bring the wolf or the fox.
You got to make sure that the duck doesn't eat that grain, though.
I know. That's why I'm going to bring the grain back with me,
Okay.
and then I'm going to leave the grain, take the fox over, bring the duck back with me, then take the grain, leave the grain with the fox, go back for the duck.
Good.
That is correct for anyone
What
watching.
about the orcs on the other side?
Well, they don't eat grain.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so you start making your way across, and surprisingly, the bridge is actually not as rickety as you thought it was.
I start jumping on it to prove it. Look, guys, it's totally...
The wood underneath it is actually quite sturdy, and it doesn't look like it's aged. Yeah, and it crosses your mind: have they been maintaining this bridge? How has this bridge managed to stay like this? But the wind is still knocking you about a bit, so you don't have much time to think about it. You got to maintain your focus, and you manage to make it across to the other side.
Then I will untie the rope from my waist, and is there anything there to attach it to? Any strong portion?
The post is made out of stone.
Okay, then I would probably tie it to that as a precautionary measure, and they would have the other end. So
cool. All right, and who's going across next?
Well, I'll go, I guess. It looks like it's safe, so we might as well. Do you let us know? It's pretty safe, Grinner?
it seems safe. It didn't move much. The wind was, but I would say maybe just tie that rope off to the other post, and if worst case scenario is if it does fall, you have something to grab onto at least.
But then we'll be down the rope, so.
Well, then you could climb up the rope.
So it's very, very difficult to shout across this chasm right now.
Okay, then I just go like this.
Okay. All right, I'll go across.
Okay. Roll a dexterity check.
What? He didn't have to roll a dexterity check?
'Cause I'm dexterous.
7, 8. 11.
Okay, so all of a sudden the wind gusts, and there's a flash of lightning and thunder rumbles, and the bridge is pushed all the way to the left that it can go, and you can hear the rope or whatever is binding this bridge together creak as your weight is pushed up against it, and you are going to be blown over. You feel like a sail in this wind, and you grab onto the rope just as you're about to go over, but you manage to pull yourself back up into standing position and get your footing back on the hold.
So I realize that it's not the bridge I have to worry about, so I decide to run across the bridge before another gust of wind happens.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yes, and you make it across to the other side. And last, Imogen.
And I will follow his lead.
You're going to run across? Okay. Now the the bridge is quite slippery because of the ice. Are you holding on to anything, or are you doing the?
I'm I'm just running.
Okay.
Haphazardly.
Do a dexterity check,
Baywatch style.
Baywatch style. If you're doing it like David Hasselhoff, I'll let you do it. I'll just
The
let you do
off for this aerodynamic.
it. It does actually. The wind only seems to affect your hair.
Alright.
So do a dexterity check.
Yep. 12.
12. Okay. So the wind is pushing you, and at one point your foot does slip a little bit, but you do manage to get across to the other side.
All right.
Okay.
And then I do the classic Dylan to Imogen as he comes to the other side. Dylan, muscles and little flimsy elf boy.
Did you do that to Penth too when he got across?
We already did ours. Everybody gets one.
Everybody gets one. Okay. Renner didn't get one.
Renner's kind of a dick.
Okay. So you help Imogen across and handshake him at the same time, and you hear another bolt of lightning or thunder, and you see a flash of lightning, and it seems to be much closer than it was before. And someone do a perception check, or everybody do a perception check.
I did not see anything, but I got a nice little in order.
Your eyes are blinded a little bit by the lightning.
I have 12.
12.
And I got 13.
All right, so Penth and Imogen, you guys turn quickly, instinctively, to the lightning, and as you're bringing your head back, you look up at the tower that's lit up by the lightning flash, and you see a little bit of light emanate from the top. A flash of light emanate from the top of it.
Do I have any... Imogen is... I don't know. I wouldn't know if anything was going on, but I wonder if Imogen has any suspicion that the lightning is not natural.
One would say unnatural.
No, not natural.
Ah. Not unnatural, just not natural.
Right.
Not unnatural.
That's right. Is it as we say, Justin? Or does it look like natural lightning to me? Like, as a person who lives outside, does it look like a storm I've seen before, or is it pretty strange?
Is it thunderbolts and lightning? Very, very frightening.
It is very frightening. By the look of where the clouds are coming from, or do a cunning check. Cunning or perception, whichever you like.
I'd like to add both.
No.
Perception 11.
Okay, so you see the lightning looks fine, but the clouds look strange to you. You're not exactly sure what it is, but there's just something about it, the clouds, that feel off.
Okay. I express
so you're standing. Okay.
The Imogen, these clouds are not. I don't think they are. They are not natural.
I agree. But let us not tether ourselves here anymore. Let us push onward.
Okay. So yeah, at the foot of the tower. Here, actually, I'll show you a picture.
Do it.
Picture time. Picture time. Do 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 do. Okay, so I will screen share. Boop, boop, doo, doo. So the only difference really.
Blackness.
The only difference really is the bridge. There aren't the pillars underneath the bridge.
This is the bridge that we're coming up to, right? Not the one we just crossed.
That's the one you crossed.
Oh.
You're standing right at the foot of the tower.
Good for us.
Mm-hmm. You made it across. You're right there. You guys came across the... Oh, you came across the top.
Ah.
And that's how you got to it, rather than going around the long way, because there would have been a big mountain jutting across. Boop, boop.
Clever us.
And you didn't take a horse either.
True.
All right, so you're standing at the foot of the tower. You guys walk up to it?
Yeah.
Walk up to the front?
I do a perception.
Okay.
Booby jobs. Yes, traps of boobs. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. And I kind of look at these guys and say, let us not be too hasty in our approach. If Gil indeed did come this way, he might have known that we were on his trail, and he might have left something. Imogen, what do your elf eyes see? And I have to pee.
All right, Imogen. Actually, you know what? I have to pee too. I'll be back.
Secret Imogen Pence time.
Nice.
We can plot. Any secret plots?
No. I'm
Why not?
plotless. And
Plotless.
I probably can't perceive anything either. I've got a 9.
Well, I'll be the judge. I'll be the DM while he's not here.
Alright. So we move forward, and with your perception, your wit cuts through Gil
That's
and
right.
places his throat.
Convenient. Let's go
Such
to
a
the
sharp wit.
So, let's see. What's that? Have you been working on your
What do you want to talk about? How you feeling?
miniature stuff in the background? I see one of your castle or something in the background there.
Oh, yeah, here. My new fire elemental.
Ooh.
It was a gift. Let me see if I can show you my new geeky room. Oh, wait, let me unplug power first. Get a little bit of panning the geeky room.
Sweet.
Is this what the tower looks like?
There you go. No, we were just passing time.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, this is because, again, my guys suck. Normally he's there while I'm on the computer. He just got up and left.
No.
Didn't like the way the laptop was spinning around. All right.
Did you
So I
just show
got
the tour of the geeky room and I missed it?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right. So I got a total of 9 on my perception.
Oh.
But as acting as DM while you're away, we said it worked.
The what?
I was acting as DM while Justin was away.
Oh, good. And that worked?
Yeah, I granted success.
GM, because I believe DM is copyrighted.
Is it really?
I believe so, yeah. So that's why everything else is a GM.
Oh,
Game
man.
master.
Org Master?
Yeah. Well, we're going to officially always use GM then because I think that's lame.
Anywho.
All right. Continue.
Right, sorry. Okay, so you step up to the front of the tower, and there are 2 large, what look to be obsidian doors in front of you. And one of them is open just about enough for someone to fit into it. And one thing that you do notice is the door is cracked. There are cracks coming from it, and at one point in the door there is a chip that was taken out of the door, but it looks like it's recently been placed back in.
From the necklace.
Interesting. Good call.
Good call, yeah. Good way to
Good
play
catch.
that.
So that's how we got in, obviously. So the whole time the Thane had the key to getting into this place. Is there a rope anywhere nearby just to confirm that, Justin? Looks like he kind of took it off the whatever was hanging onto the neck of the Thane and put it in.
Do a perception check.
9.
I'll be back.
9. Okay, so looking around, you can't really see much. It is quite windy. If there was a rope, it probably would have blown away.
Okay. Now, actually, my character wouldn't have even known that because he didn't witness it. He was passed out.
I would have told you.
Okay.
At this point, we're working together.
What would happen if we just took the chip out? Do you think it would just close the door and lock it up?
Possibly, but if he's in there, maybe that would be the best thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We just leave him here.
Leave him sealed in his tomb.
So,
There we go. Problem solved.
yeah.
See no evil, speak no evil.
That's what we did. That's what we did in Mr. Corbett's house in Call of Cthulhu. Just light the fucking thing on fire.
Right.
Done.
All right, we should probably go in and get this bastard.
All right, let's do it. I draw my arrow and put it in my bow.
Knock.
We knock.
You knock your arrow.
Hello. Isn't it notch?
Isn't it knock? Mike would know. Do you knock an arrow or notch an arrow? Put those earphones in. Put them in.
Come on, come on, come on.
Oh, what's going on?
Hey.
I lost an ear. All right.
Do you knock an arrow or notch an arrow?
I believe you knock an arrow.
Yes.
Well, and he's the expert. No, but I did Google it and it does say notch.
Notch.
I always thought it was notch. Interesting.
I always thought so too.
Interesting.
All
So
right.
while we're here, today's product placement is going to be brought to you by Trix.
What?
Not just for kids, and they were here in Canada once again for a limited time only.
Yeah, but they also say board games are for kids too, and clearly not.
And
Wait,
also,
why did they
Popeye supplements.
I
Because
prefer Popeye's
we're
chicken
shredded players.
You know why they got rid of Tricks in Canada?
because it wasn't just for kids.
No, it was a prostitute reference.
Ah, right.
Yeah, Tricks. It was,
And again, those are not just for kids.
again, yeah, no.
Well, some are.
Ooh.
The one that helped me was.
All right. So, sorry, I'm trying to I'm multitasking in my mind right now.
That's
So, the door is open. Are you guys
Multiple
stepping
tricks.
inside? Are you guys trying to do something?
yes.
fun
No,
here?
I'm going to turn to Penth and say, Penth, I can cover you. Take the lead.
All right, I will. And I move through the door with my sword drawn.
And as soon as you step through the door, you feel the tower shake.
All right. we gave
And
it
you
our
hear
best.
you hear a large, or a very loud sound from above, a strange booming sound, but at the same time piercing and shrill. It's not a sound you've ever heard before.
Is it the bass? Did somebody drop the bass?
Someone dropped the bass. Like dubstep. Actually, yeah, that's kind of what it sounds like. It sounds like.
Awesome.
All right, just like that. So, Penth, you step inside,
Mm-hmm.
and you have your sword drawn.
Sure do.
What do you have in your other hand?
My sword.
So
Using
you
with
don't
two
have
hands.
anything. It's okay. So you step inside, and it is dark. It is pitch black. Are you just walking in?
I call back to Imogen. Pass up the torch.
Hey, Link Boy. Yeah.
So now I have a torch in one hand.
Okay. All right. So you have a torch, and the torch lights up the room, and it is a circular tower, and at the far end, you see a staircase leading up, but in the middle of the room, that is very dusty and mildewy, and it's a weird. You have a weird scent, but you see 5 statues standing, all facing each other.
What do they depict?
You'll have to go in and find out, Grinner.
Well, we can't see them.
We're not inside, only Penth is.
Oh, Penth, what do you see? Fine, I walk in.
I say, hold on.
Okay.
Something. I don't want to alarm you, but I feel we need to stay here.
Why? What do you see?
Something in my head tells me that to be safe, we must stay here for 20 beats of my heart. Sounds
Okay.
crazy, I know, but
Well, if it's 20 beats
I
of
don't-
your heart, we're going to be here for a long time. Burn! Because your
That's
heart
probably-
beats slow.
My cardio is amazing.
Because you don't have love. Because there's no love.
No, it's great cardio. So I say, it's we should wait. So then I feel my pulse. That makes sense.
Okay, so your pulse, it's actually beating quite quickly, relatively quickly. By your mathematical calculations, you'll probably have to wait here for about, I think it's 4 minutes.
Probably not. Depending if it's going quick. If it's going really quick, it's probably about a minute or two.
For
3
20
minutes.
beats?
200.
Oh, 200. Okay.
Oh, I thought you said 20. I'm like, if your heart beats 20 times in 4 minutes, I think you're dead.
So it's
So the average heartbeat runs around
70.
70 beats per minute.
it's 9:13. It's 9:13 right now. 200 heartbeats, we'll say, is over at quarter past.
Now, Imogen, is there any reason I should have this voice in my head? Is it just... It could be planted there by Gil. I have my suspicions.
I did not know you had a voice in your head.
You have a voice in your head? Does it tell you
Yes.
to love me?
No.
All right, let's get on the same page. What did the voice in your head say specifically?
It says, if you wish to remain safe, wait here for 200 beats of the heart.
Of your heart or our heart?
I don't know. That's just all it said.
Interesting.
Is there, looking around the room, anything pulsing?
So did we go in or no?
By my understanding, you guys are still standing outside.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm asking Pence if he looks around the room, is there anything that he sees that is pulsing?
I explained to him about the statues that I see.
And what is it they are looking at?
I don't know. I can't see from here. Should I approach?
No, I wouldn't move if it says stay still.
Is this of the fade? Is this of the fade, Imogen?
I do not know.
What
So,
do
I'm very shaken, but I'm going to walk towards the statues.
if the voice in your head said don't move for 200 beats?
What's
I
the
would
harm in...
stand still.
Okay, well, the 200 beats is up anyways.
Oh, perfect. There you go.
I'm going until 9:16, to the end of 9:15.
Oh, okay.
So we
So-
got 40 seconds.
You walk
Or
up to the statues, and you see that there are 5 men. There are 5 men, big men. They look like Avars, and you are taken by the accuracy of the statues, how lifelike they look.
Don't turn to stone, Pence.
Don't do it,
Yeah.
man.
That's a very good question. What are they looking at?
They're all looking towards the stairs.
All right, I quickly run to the stairs.
Okay,
Instead of-
so you run. Okay, so as you're running to the stairs, you feel your feet are falling much heavier than they would normally, and your heart starts to palpitate a bit.
Okay.
Do a Constitution check.
Nice. 11, 14, plus, plus, plus. Oh, it closed on me. 16.
Okay, so you power through it. It's excruciatingly painful as you reach the stairs, and you feel your hand start to tingle and twitch, and you trip at one point because your leg's not doing what you want it to do, but you still manage to make it to the stairs. Do you go up the stairs or do you stay there?
I go up at least one step or two.
All right, so you make your way up the stairs, and it's feeling both steps that you get up, they feel harder. Okay, we have to roll Constitution check again.
So it seems like what's happening, it's getting worse the further I go.
That's what it feels like, yes.
Okay. I failed. Possibly.
Okay, all
Possibly.
right.
I think that's a fail.
I
5
don't know.
or 6.
Okay, so you cry out in pain as you feel something crack in your leg as you're trying to get up, and you feel your leg, the leg that cracked, starting to go numb, and you take 9 penetrating damage.
Oh, badass. All right, I stop immediately.
So Imogen and I are just looking at each other, listening to this, and we're like,
Mountain pain.
should we help him or what? He said
Well,
not
yeah.
to come in.
So when I stop, does it still hurt? Not the pain.
Right.
Does it seem like it's getting worse?
It's getting worse. Yes.
All right,
definitely.
I am gonna push on then and try to get a little higher.
Okay, so
will
getting
put my head in.
continuing to go up the stairs, you do have to do one more Constitution check. At the top of the stairs, you see that there is a door.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. I did. So 14.
Okay. So you do feel another crack. This time it's in your back, and it's excruciating pain because your spinal cord and everything goes through your whole body. But you do continue to move, though you do take damage.
Okay.
This time you only take 4 damage, though. 4 penetrating damage.
Okay.
And you make it to the top of the stairs.
Yep.
And as soon as you get to the threshold,
Yep.
you feel your heart starts to pick up its heartbeat again. It was very, very slow heartbeat. Your head is still rushing, and you feel definitely lightheaded, and you feel like you're actually going to collapse back down the stairs if you don't do something. But you do feel like it's getting better.
Am I able to kind of sit on the threshold, like throw
Yep.
myself over the threshold, so that way I'm not at risk of falling down?
Yep, you can do that. So you just toss yourself up into the next room, and you slide on the ground a bit and pull your legs up over the threshold completely.
Yep.
Okay. And your lungs, you feel you're able to actually breathe.
Yep.
And you start to feel your legs again. It's like excruciating pins and needles.
Like it's been gone to sleep for so long.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So I'm going to call down to them if I can. I'm going to see if I can shout to them.
Okay.
Winner!
So it's going to be challenging for them to hear. You guys both have to do a perception check to see if you hear Penth shouting at
I
you.
think at this point I would have walked in anyway. So I
I
don't.
did mention that I ducked my head in just to see what I could see when I heard him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ducking your head in, yet nothing would have happened, but as soon as you step in...
And I would step in as well.
Okay.
12, 13.
But I'm at a 14 for perception check.
14, okay. So you do hear Penth.
I yell out. The voice is a lie. You have 200 heartbeats to get up here, or else you will turn to stone like the statues you see before you. Run, hurry.
What if?
So I'll run.
Okay. So you run past the statues, and you make your way up the stairs, and you make it up the top. You see Penth sitting there, with torch in hand.
Are
sword
you
in
injured,
hand.
Penn?
No, I'm okay now, but I think if I had stayed in that space any longer, I would have become a statue.
Did you not?
Grinner,
take
what are
damage?
you doing?
I obviously would do the same after saying.
I did take damage, but it's. I mean,
That's
it's
13 damage, I believe.
It's
Yeah, I don't know.
substantial.
it is substantial, but I don't know. Yeah, I took damage. Yeah, I said my legs I felt like I broke something.
All right. So I will. You said he took 13 damage.
13, yeah.
Okay. So first I will roll my dice to see if I can get over the target number. No problem. And I'm going to use 2 mana, which is going to cure 2d6.
Do you roll that or do I?
No, and so you get 10 points back.
Nice. Thank you.
So, I didn't
And
have an
I
opportunity.
turn.
3 mana.
Oh, I do want to say to Penth once I'm at the top of the stairs to say, Penth, by going first, you risked your own life and took damage for the party. I appreciate that.
I just nod.
He would do the I would.
About 3 minutes ago, pretty much exactly 10 minutes after the first shake, you hear another coming from above, this time louder than before.
I say, let's keep moving. No sense in stopping now. Is he healed up?
Yep.
Yeah, then let's move.
So, actually taking a second to look around the room, you see that the floor between you and the next set of stairs is completely covered in bones.
Whoa.
That's not good. I roll perception.
Okay.
A roll of bones. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9!
They look like human bones.
Ah, very perceptive indeed.
Does it look like a full corpse? Like a lot of corpses? Like there's lots of skulls, or just a bunch of scattered in bones? Not really one whole body.
When the thought crosses your mind, you do see that they do look like actual, like, full bodies. Skeletons laced with minimal amounts of flesh.
This is like Indiana Jones and the 3 trials. What was the second trial from Indiana Jones? No, I'm just kidding. All right, is there anything around to indicate? Is there any symbols on the floor? Or
You can do another perception check.
I will have to, because I would definitely want to be looking around as to where the fuck all these bones came from. 8, 9. Are you serious? 10.
10. Oh, that's a 1.
Imogen, you see.
Looking around on the floor, you don't see anything.
All right, well, I'm not
Imogen,
going
you
any
looking?
further until I see something. Imogen?
Yeah, I have a 12.
12. Okay, so you're looking around. You don't really see much, but then something just briefly catches your eye, and you look down.
It's a Grinner, because he's sharp looking.
You see a blotch of red on one of the skeletons, on his skull, right on his forehead.
As in the blood drip from Gil?
It looks like blood, yes, on further inspection.
I point it out, and I say, it looks like Gil came this way.
Is there anything along the ceiling?
Nope, nothing along the ceiling.
Perhaps it needs some sort of death sacrifice or something.
Well, Gil came through here based on the speck of blood Imogen pointed out, so I can't imagine he killed anyone.
Does it look like a thumbprint of blood, or does it look like a drop of blood?
As you inspected Penth, it looks like a thumbprint.
Oh,
It's
so maybe
been
it does need
smeared.
some sort of blood sacrifice. Then I take out my blade, cut myself, and take a thumb and rub it on his skull myself.
Okay, so as you go to rub the skull, the entire skeleton that is attached to vibrates, and then the whole floor becomes, the whole room is set with a cacophony of vibrating skeleton bones. It sounds like a marimba, and the bones start to rise in the air, and the skeletons start to form themselves. And before you know it, there is an entire host of skeletons facing you, each one with a thumbprint on its forehead. And they don't have any weapons, but the one that you touched takes a swing at you with its claws.
I dodge it, because it's a skeleton.
Everybody roll. Everybody roll.
I'm gonna take a guess, and he was just using blood magic, and that's how he took them all out.
Maybe. Good call. My initiative is extremely low. 2, 3, 2.
And I am 13.
I'm 12.
2, 3, 2. Sorry, who's what? 12 Penth.
13.
13 Imogen. And okay. Now there are a lot of them. So that is 19.
Do I take any damage, Justin?
I haven't rolled yet for him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. Well, they didn't roll very well.
Jason Randall said a leap of faith. I think if we leaped of faith, we would have died here. Ah, into the skeletons.
But it was the second thing in Indiana Jones.
All right, so the skeleton takes a swing at you, ominously quiet as it does so. And it hits, and it got a 6 on the dragon die, with double 4s on the others. So, you take...
Knocked unconscious.
You take 7 damage. Okay. And you get hit in the forehead.
Damn.
And you collapse to the ground.
So I have 4 armor, so I get 3 damage and knocked out.
Get 3 damage, and yeah, you get knocked out. The blow doesn't look like it would be enough to hit you. There must be some other reason why you're actually getting knocked out there.
I get temporarily knocked out. Crap.
But you are on the ground.
All right, then I'll wait this one out. Let me know how it goes.
All right. Next is Imogen.
Alrighty. What is how far away is the closest one?
Closest one, they're pretty much all around you, all in front of you. So there's about 5 in front of you, and then 3 rows of skeletons.
All right. So the fastest thing I can probably do is arcane lance it.
Okay.
So again, I'm going to do a what's it called? Arcane lance check, a magic check.
Okay.
So how do I do that? 1, 2, 3 dice.
3 dice. Yep. And as you're rolling, the tower, or as you're trying to concentrate on casting the spell, I think it's just an attack. It's a ranged attack for arcane lance.
Okay.
But you are going to get a -2 because as you are casting it, the tower rumbles again for a 3rd time, this time stronger than the past 2.
Gotcha.
And it feels like it's been about the same interval of time. And, yeah, a little bit more difficult to hit what you're trying to.
Okay, so I got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Any dragon die?
I did, actually, because I got 2 4s, so 4 would be the dragon die.
Okay, so you hit the skeleton, and the skeleton explodes. Its brittle bones it just dusting the air. And you have 4 stunt points.
Excellent. That sounds fun.
Attack again.
That's actually...
Is that possible?
Sorry, I don't usually get to use stunt points. Okay, so I'm going to do
Dual strike.
No, it's
it's called fast casting. So yeah, I will do that one.
dual strike.
Yeah, it's called fast casting. So I can immediately cast another spell.
Okay, all right. Now I think the spell stunts. I don't think Arcane Lance counts as a spell.
No.
I think it would be. Yeah, but
Okay.
I'll allow it. Yeah, it's a lightning attack is what you'd be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lightning attack, and you have a skirmish if you want to use it.
There we go. So it'd be good thing I can count. 9, 10, 11, 12.
12 to hit. Okay, so you fire off one arcane lance and the skeleton explodes, and you fire off the other one and hits the skeleton, the second one. Roll for damage.
Yep.
That would be 8, sir.
8. Okay, once again, the skeleton explodes into a million pieces, and you find yourself covered in bone meal.
Okay, and as a minor action, I will actually try to move back.
Closer to the door, the threshold?
Yeah, just away from them. Because the arcane lance is probably my best thing against these, and so I want to maintain distance.
Okay. And I mean, after one hit, Grinner got knocked out, so who knows what's going to happen to you guys if these skeletons get into contact with you. All right, so next we're at Penth.
What do I see beyond the skeletons? Anything?
You see stairs leading up.
I yell to Image and I say, how many skeletons are there?
You can do a perception check.
Full cacophony of them, which I believe is the RPG word of the day.
Woo! I know how many skeletons there are.
There are exactly 15 skeletons. 2 of them have been destroyed.
I say, we don't know what Gil is doing up there. We don't have time for this. And I charge into the skeletons as far as I can make it, and when I come across one that won't let me get by, I will swing and cut its head off.
Okay, cool. So swing at it.
Ooh, dragon die. Is that a dragon die?
Dragon die, you've got 2.
Dragon dies. If it hits, 9, bastard sword, 14.
14 hits.
And I have a 2 for dragon die.
Yeah.
So
you're surrounded by about 5 skeletons right now. Well, including the one in front of you.
I'm going to move myself 2 spaces forward, just because I think that goes well with my. Either that or do a defensive stance. What do you think, Mike? Because I just ran in like the middle of everybody basically.
Mm-hmm.
Attacked one. Do I just want to keep pushing forward? You think? I'll do defensive stance.
Yeah, I think defense is good.
And I kind of yell to you guys to hurry your asses. 5. Ooh. 15 damage.
15 damage. Okay, the sword splits right up the middle of the skeleton. The skeleton explodes into a million pieces. Yeah, covering you with dust. Bone dust.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely destroyed.
So,
all right.
Well, since that happened all at once, I'm going to now realize that Grinner is on the ground and isn't moving.
Okay. So, yep, you see him there. He's totally knocked out. Most of the skeletons, it looks like they have turned towards Penth, and they're walking towards him, but you see that 2 skeletons are making their way towards you. There are 12 skeletons left. First one swings at Penth and misses completely. Second one swings at Penth, and he gets 12 to attack. Is that enough?
Nope. Especially with my defense, my bonus defense.
What do you have with your bonus defense right now?
15.
15, okay. Okay, so this is 3, and this guy is going to hit you, Penth. 1, 2, 3. So he hits, and you take. Okay, you take 5 damage minus your armor.
Okay.
This one is also going to hit. He got a dragon die, So he's going to do Pierce Armor, and he's going to do Mighty Blow. Okay. So you take 9 plus 1. So you take 10 damage, and your armor only affects half of that.
Okay.
All right. So that was 3. This is...
To my advantage, right?
That was 4. To your advantage. Okay. This is... Oh my goodness, I gotta get better at counting. That's a miss. So that's 5. That is a miss and a 6. And that's about it. That's all that can attack you. Oh, hey, kitty. You see some skeletons like clawing in at you. You're pretty much surrounded by skeletons right now. They're clawing in, and they're all missing though. They can't hit you. The next 2 are going to attack Imogen.
I'm not missing. I'm deflecting them with my bastard sword.
Oh no, the ones on the outside are like trying to reach at you, but they just can't get to you.
Yeah.
Like crawling over the other ones. So Imogen, to hit
And
you.
Grinner shoots an arrow. Young.
What did you roll for initiative, Grinner?
Oh, it's still on my screen.
Nice. 2, 3, 2.
Or 7, sorry.
7. 7?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So, Imogen, it is a 13 to hit you.
That would work.
Okay. And you take... you take 6 damage.
Okay, so I do have light leather armor, so I take 3, because it says armor 3.
Yeah.
Yep. That works? Okay.
Oh, nice. You put your leather armor on.
Absolutely.
Very nice.
That was,
And
yeah,
does
that
that-
was like way back, like when we were in the wilderness suit, when I fell through the water, because I needed something dry to put on.
Right. And that's the last time we did anything combat related.
Although, Harlan comes back and he's a jerk. Technically, we did just come from dinner, and I doubt you'd be wearing leather armor from dinner.
I feel like
but
if we were on a manhunt.
we knew that we were going out.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, I guess they would have bring it when they bring our weapons. Okay, that's fair. I just wanted to be honest, because I wouldn't be wearing armor either, and I would take 4 more damage, but you're right.
Okay, so you see Grinner come to.
Sorry, did the other skeleton hit me too?
No, it was
Okay.
just the one. So Grinner comes to, and Grinner, it's your go.
I think I shit myself.
Okay, so you have you look up and you see 2 skeletons attacking Imogen, and you see 2 you see 10 skeletons attacking Penth, reaching in, and they're like doggy piling him basically. And as you see Penth, the tower begins to shake again.
I'm yelling back. We need to hurry. We need to get up there.
Can you manage this yourself then?
Yes.
Then I bolt past him and I head up the stairs.
Okay.
I stick to the shadow wishes.
The shadow wishes. All right, so you run up the stairs and you get to the top. That's about as far as you're able to make it, going around all the skeletons. But you get to the next area and you took 2 move actions to get there.
Sure.
So we'll find out what you see on your next turn. Going back to Imogen, who has 2 skeletons shooting or attacking him right now with their claws, bony hands.
All right, so I will Arcane Lance one.
Okay.
For a so add that, so that'd be 13, 15.
All right. 15 hits.
And he will take 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. Okay, so the skeleton in front of you explodes.
And I will see if it's safe. I will move around and start working my way towards the stairs.
Okay, so you manage to find an opening, and you get past the skeleton, who's kind of slow and stupid. But he does turn to take chase.
You could say he's empty-headed.
Next. That's true. Yeah, he's got a snake around his face. Actually, no, he wouldn't. Coming out of his eyeball.
Like my tattoo.
Like your tattoo. Oh, yeah. Penth, it's your turn. You are surrounded by 10 skeletons.
1,000.
So, sorry, did Imogen run ahead as well?
You can't really see.
Okay. I will try to push on, just like charge through them if I can.
Okay.
I'm going to take a defensive stance and just run. Well, can I? Yeah, I can do that.
Yep.
So extra defense, so I'm just going to deflect with my sword and try to get through.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll something?
No, I guess not. I guess yeah, they wouldn't even have attack of opportunity on you. Yeah, you do manage to make it through, which I think this attacks of opportunity I do like, but at the same time I don't like them. It's kind of, if there was a middle ground somewhere, but you do manage to make it through. You do deflect. You are capable in that way.
Attacks of inopportunity.
Mm-hmm. And you do manage to make it to the bottom of the stairs.
Cool.
All right.
So, I will back up to make sure no one's following us.
Okay. So next is the skeletons. So, Imogen, where did Imogen make it to? You made it to the bottom of the stairs? You're about halfway through the room, Imogen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right in the
no.
middle of all the skeletons.
You're halfway through the room on the other side. So,
Yeah.
First skeletons attack Penth. So there's going to be 4 of them.
Okay.
Attack. Oh, how many skeletons have we killed so far? I'm horrible at keeping track. 1, 2,
I think we still have 12.
3. Chris killed 1. So now we're down to, you killed 3, right, Imogen?
2.
You killed 2 in your first attack, and then you just killed 1 that was attacking.
Oh, did it die? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Penth killed 1, and so now we're down to 8. Okay. So first 4 run towards Penth and begin swinging at him. So first one misses. Second one misses. I'm trying to beat 15. If you're just watching now, that one just barely misses. And this one hits. And you take... He manages to skirmish you away from the stairs.
Yep.
And he's kind of blocking the stairs now.
Okay.
And you take exactly 7 damage.
Okay.
So your armor absorbs that. And then the next 4 run towards Imogen. Okay, 12, 15.
Yes, that definitely hits.
Okay, and you take 6 damage for that, minus your armor.
Yeah.
Second one attacks 13.
That'll hit.
Okay, this time you take 7 points of damage.
Alrighty.
And the third one hits, or the last one, that's the third one. No dragon die though. You take 7 points of damage.
Alrighty.
The last one hits.
Oh no!
And you take...
Don't worry about it, guys. I'm an elven wizard. I got tons of hit points.
4 points of damage.
I'm a wizard.
They're known for durability.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now again, so in a case of 7 hit points...
You take 4.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
And there
Let me hit my hit points there.
So there are actually 11. Sorry, there's 11 skeletons left. There's 3 that are kind of clawing at both you and Chris, but can't get to you. Are you all with him? All right. Next is Grinner. So you make it to the top of the stairs.
Mm.
And as soon as you get to the top, you step in some liquid, some goopy stuff. You're not too sure. Your foot squishes.
So poignant, just like life.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you get to the top, you step in shit.
Do you say that?
And I say, as soon as I get to the top, I step in shit? No. What does it look like?
Upon further inspection, you see it looks like a chunk of flesh, rotted flesh.
Lovely. And what is before me? Like, is it just going up the stairs, or am I at the top?
You're at the top of the stairs. Now, you haven't lit a torch yet yourself.
Oh, right.
Imogen, or Penn still has the torch, so it's dark. It smells completely acrid. Is acrid right? In here?
Acrid.
Acrid?
Acrid.
Acrid. Yeah.
Akron, Ohio.
Nelly.
The word of the day.
The stench is nauseating.
Okay. How many skeletons are left behind?
11.
So many.
Don't worry about it. I got them.
Okay. Well, I was considering turning around and picking them off from the higher ground, but
Yeah. You see a skeleton blocking the path there.
Yeah, because by the time I get a torch, and yeah, you know what? I'll just turn around. I mean, Imogen's right next to me or close to me, just with the torch, right?
Imogen is downstairs, still. He's about halfway through the door.
I thought he made it up too, but he didn't make it up either.
Oh, so I'm the only one up here?
Yep.
Oh, okay, but I'm not overlooking the place that all the skeletons are that they're attacking.
You are. You're overlooking the stairwell.
You can see the bottom of the stairwell, one skeleton blocking the rest of the stairs.
I see. Okay. I was picturing okay. I guess I'll keep moving because the last thing Penn said to me was keep pushing, and I agree. We want to catch Gil before he wakes, whatever it is. So I will. What's that?
Clearly trying to cast something, or.
Yeah. So I pull out a torch.
Okay. So you light your torch. That's I think it's a major action to light a torch.
No, I just flick it on.
Oh, okay, cool. So you do take some time to light your torch.
That can't be right.
Yeah, because you'd have to do the flint and steel and get a spark and go.
So basically, I could run back down and take the torch from one of their hands, and the same time it would take me to light a torch.
Definitely not. You could get the torch from them, maybe, but you wouldn't be able to.
Oh, all right. I'll just run back down and help them because at this point it'd be futile. Because by the time they get up there, it would be redundant because I would still have to wait another whole round. Well, no, because I still got a minor action. No, I'll light the torch.
Okay, so you light the torch, and as you're lighting it, the tower shakes one more time.
My God.
This time, very, very strong. This is the 5th time it's happened, and you do manage to light the torch. And as soon as you light it, with the sound, all of the commotion that's going on downstairs, you weren't able to hear the heavy breathing of the creature that's in front of you.
Alright. I look and I go, fuck off, I am so busy right now.
And I will show you the picture of the creature.
Is it creature? Is it Doug? I miss Doug!
You tell me.
It's as dark as Doug. Oh, it's Justin.
I like that. Oh, I like the mouth where the crotch would be.
I was thinking that too.
I'm not going to have sex with that.
It's
oh, there we go. I just had your bubble up. That's what's in front of me?
That's what's in front of you.
And that
Come down the
size?
stairs!
Faces, flesh, no stitching put together. You don't know how it's held together, but pieces of flesh are kind of falling off of it and then reforming on its foot.
All right. What can I do with a minor action?
Put out the torch.
You can close the door. You can move.
A door? When did I open a door?
Door at the top of the stairs.
I never opened it.
No, it was already open.
Oh, okay. Then I shut it.
Leave them down there? Or
was it? Hold on. Was it? So this is on the other side of the door that was open?
This is on the 3rd floor.
Okay. So, and so like the door was, so I approached it and the door was, then I'll just shut the door. Leave the thing in there.
Yep, you can do that and you stay on the stairs.
Yeah, what the hell? Like I'm going to take all the thing by myself. All right, here we go.
All right.
You know what I do? I throw the torch in the room and shut the door.
Hey, okay.
Fuck you.
Fire bad.
You're still screen sharing, BT dubs.
Okay. So you throw the torch in, you close the door.
Yeah.
I have some homework for Jason Randall or anybody watching. If you can find out whether or not rotten flesh burns, find
I'm gonna
out.
guess
It
no.
might be very important for them. I know that
In
methane
Minecraft,
burns.
it does.
Tinges.
I don't think it would.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But hey, who knows? Maybe we're totally wrong. Maybe
I
Mythbusters.
think it might be tough because if it's rotting, it's probably a little liquidy.
Yeah,
Gooey.
but
Like,
I'm thinking like the
Like-
smell, the gas that comes from it.
Yeah, like the methane or whatever. Just
Yeah.
explosive.
But I don't know. All right, so you close the door and you see the skeleton there before you. I'm going to say closing the door isn't a minor action. There's a skeleton standing in the way in between you and Penth at the bottom of the stairs,
Okay.
and about 3 others attacking him and 2 others that can't reach him.
So I still have a minor action?
You still have a minor action.
Then I will. Can I kick it in the head?
No, you can't do that.
Can I? I will knock an arrow.
Yep, you can do that. Load your arrow. Perfect. All right, next we're back at Imogen.
Well, I would just like to say that Googling does rotting flesh burn, the first thing that comes up is rotten flesh, Minecraft wiki.
Yeah.
Rotten flesh is a food item.
I think we should go by Minecraft rules.
No, we're going by Wikipedia, real Wikipedia.
I don't think there will be a legit answer on that because who would test that?
Best Yahoo answer is that all bodies would give off a certain amount of methane, but I doubt it would be enough to ignite or anything.
Mm.
How about this? The
Unless,
answer
of course,
that's
it's-
benefit us.
All right. So, first thing I need to do is see if I can move myself to safety,
Okay.
and then I will cast heal on myself.
All right. So you run to where Penth is standing.
Yes. I will
Okay.
use biological shielding of Penth.
Perfect. And you cast heal on yourself.
Yes.
So roll to see how you do.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Good or bad? Good or bad?
6. I didn't make it. I lost the spell.
Oh
man.
my goodness. Did you roll 3 ones or something?
I got a 4, 5, 6. And then I only get to add 3.
Okay.
Oh,
So you
9.
lost.
And the
you
target
lost-
is 10.
Okay. So you lost some mana.
Yeah.
All right. Bummer.
I'm
Next is Penth.
hurting.
Okay.
He's just, to Penth, Imogen is just cowering behind you. It doesn't look like he's doing anything.
Well, I see the one skeleton that's clearly in the way of our exit,
Yep.
so I will take him out. I'm going to use defensive stance or whatever it's called. I'm going to take the action to do the dual one weapon, 2 hands kind of thing. So I hand him the torch, right? So that way I get a +1 to my defense.
Okay.
So take this, and then I take both hands. I try to cut the one in front of us,
Okay. Go ahead.
and dragon die.
It hits.
Yep, with the dragon die.
Yep.
Let's see here. And I'll do defensive stance again,
Okay.
and I will kill this son of a bitch. It's dead, I imagine.
Oh yeah. Totally smashes against the wall. You even, yeah, you hit it with like the blunt side of your blade, and it just smashes.
Instead of taking defensive stance, I choose rather to do skirmish, but instead of skirmishing with someone else, I want to take Imogen and put him up the stairs.
I'll allow that. Yeah, sure.
So I kind of just put him behind me up the stairs.
Okay.
No?
Well, it says specifically you can move yourself or the target of your attack.
Yep, I know.
Okay.
I'll allow it in this case.
You're a sweet, sweet man.
Okay, and I'll just,
That looks
turn to the other target.
Okay. So you do that. You succeed. You turn back towards the other skeletons. 5 move in to attack you. Only about 5 can hit you from where they are.
Okay.
First one hits. And you take...
Even with my defensive stance?
Yeah, 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you take 4 damage.
Okay.
Not enough. Okay, this one definitely hits. And your sword falls out of your hand as it scratches your wrist. And you fall to the you fall to the ground as well. And you take 9 points of damage.
Normal damage?
Normal damage, no pierce armor that time.
Okay.
So that was the second one, I believe. Third one goes to attack you.
I'm back down to 13 for a defense because I lost my two-handed weapon.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, so this one hits you as well. And got 2 on the dragon die. It's going to do pierce armor. And you take 9 points of damage with the pierce armor.
Okay. So
And number 4 attacks you. It misses. Number 5 attacks you. It 10, 13 to hit. And I think it hits you.
Yeah, it's a tie. So yeah.
Yeah. So for this one, you take 9
Plus
points
what?
of damage.
Am I prone?
You are prone. Yes.
Okay, so 9 points of damage.
Yeah. 9 points of damage. This one, your armor goes into, though.
Okay.
So how much damage did you take that time?
I don't know, but I'm at minus 18. So my total score right now is 16 points.
16. Okay.
Or 26. 26.
26. Okay. So, we are back at Grinner. So, Grinner, you see Penth is on the ground, Imogen is on the staircase now. There are 5 skeletons that are crowding Penth and even more behind. You see Penth has taken a lot of damage, his sword is on the ground.
And how many skeletons are left, roughly? Did they kill any more that round?
Yes, they killed 1 that round, but it looks like there are still 8 skeletons.
Alright. I pull out one of my arrows and I fire it at its blasphemous hole.
Okay, which blasphemous whore?
The one in front of... The one that would be most dangerous to either of them. The one that's closest to one of them. Is there a clear danger?
There is a clear shot, yeah.
I'll take it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16! Tight!
Okay. So, you fire, and it hits. And as your arrow connects with the skeleton, you feel like it's a really good shot, because as soon as it connects, you feel a as the shower, as the tower shakes more than it ever has before, and you feel the vibrations through your body, and there is a crashing sound from above that sounds like glass shattering on the ground.
This fucking thing is gonna fall apart. Alright, so how much damage does I die?
Rolling for damage.
Oh crap, did I have any dragon die?
I do not know.
I don't know either, I totally forget.
Oh, it should say actually. Oh, maybe
I cleared it.
In Dice Stream it doesn't say, eh?
No, there's no history. I clear it immediately because I'm so stupid. Alright, well, I'll roll for damage. I'm watching the video anyway, so if I can check. But I will roll for damage in the meantime, and I am 1d6 plus 3, so not very much damage. No, I rolled a 2, a 3, and a 6, so we're good. I do 4 damage.
Okay, so the arrow connects...
Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I was using one of my special arrows.
Okay.
What does a wounding arrow do?
+2 to damage, I believe.
So it's 6. Yeah, 6.
Okay. Yes. So 6 damage. Okay, so it does connect with the skull of the skeleton, and the skull explodes, but not the whole skeleton. And the skeleton falls to the ground ahead
Okay.
of the corpse.
Oh shit! You know what? I knocked my arrow at the end of the last game too.
Yep. So you've got a. Oh, were you aiming?
Yeah.
No.
Well, that's whatever the aiming would be.
Aiming is a minor action. You would have been loading your
Yeah.
weapon, I believe. Because it's a minor action for you to load?
Right. Yeah, but isn't it loading only when you fire the first time? Wait. No, it doesn't take. Is it? You have to make minor action to load every time? Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah. I think so.
Right. I don't remember. Okay. Whatever. I'm gonna spend my minor action.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend my minor action to silently open the door again at the top of the stairs.
Maybe you don't have to reload. I don't know why we don't know this.
I don't know, but you know what? I think the plus would have only been to hit anyway. It wouldn't have done damage.
Yeah, that's true.
And I hit him, so it's not a big deal.
Okay, so what is Grinner doing?
I'm gonna silently open the door to
Okay.
the flesh monster.
Okay. Well, you open the door, and you
Silently.
see your torch. Oh, roll a stealth.
Fucking silently.
Okay, so you managed to
That's a
open the door
13.
very quietly,
That's a
and
fucking
you can hear heavy breathing from inside, and some heavy, squishy footsteps.
Is it distracted by the torch?
Yeah. You see this beast like looking over the torch and
Right.
kind of poking it.
All right. Because you said it wasn't a minor action to open the door last time, correct? Or shut the door.
No, we'll say it's not. But it's a minor action to do a stealth roll, so yes, in this case it is.
Well, I wanted to do a stealth roll to get into the room as well. Is that another turn?
Okay. Yeah, another turn.
All right.
Okay.
Then I'll wait till the next turn.
We are back to Imogen. We're on a clock, guys.
Yep. So who's around me? I had to pee.
You have there are skeletons in front of you. You see Penth is lying on the ground. His
What?
sword is out of his hand.
Yep. All right.
You see his wrist is bleeding.
Aw, tenth. Was it that stressful?
Mm.
All right. Well, the first thing I do is heal Penth then. Now,
Okay.
will I be able to do that without taking?
Penalties?
Well, I'm saying, are they like right next to me, ready to attack?
Nope. You're up the stairs a bit.
Oh, okay. Then that is exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay.
So hopefully I will do better than last time. Yep. So I passed the thing
Okay.
because I got 16.
16. Okay. So roll how
And
much are you healing him?
I am going to use 4 mana because I'm wearing armor
Okay.
and heal him 3d6. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. 7 points.
Hey, it's better than
Okay.
nothing.
Don't you ever apologize for being you.
As
All
useless
right.
as you are, don't apologize.
Oh. Now, did you last time when you rolled? Did you add your ring?
My what?
Your ring, the power of your ring.
Do
The
I
ring
have
that the
power?
old lady gave you?
I did not. I didn't know it had power.
It gives you +2 to your healing rolls.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So on the actual result or on the target number?
On the actual result. It makes
Okay.
it easier. It makes your target number lower. So your target number would have been 8 for the last one.
Oh,
And you
I
got
will.
9, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so then in that case, I'll let you do another heal, this one on yourself, because I forgot about that.
All right. But I think I only did 2,
Okay,
so 10. But thank you. That's appreciated.
10. Okay. So yeah, just remember that ring. That's what it does.
I will.
Okay, next is... Oh, wait, so yeah, so you managed to heal him yourself. That was for the last round, yourself. And you have a minor action.
All right, that little wooden ring thing.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right, so minor action. Does he look like he's moving or conscious or?
Yeah, he's totally conscious.
Up the stairs.
Okay, so you make it up to the top. You see Grinner crouching behind the door.
And I go like this.
Okay, Pen.
Well, I will reach for my sword.
Okay. Yep, it's there. You're able to grab it.
Am I able to swing with it?
You are on the ground. You get a -1 because you are prone. Or -2. Attacker in mud? No. Nope, it's fine. Yeah, no, you can just attack.
Or can I just run?
You can get up.
If I'm not attacking, can I just get up and run?
I can say that you're able to grab your sword and get up at the same time.
Yeah, we'll do that and run towards them.
Yeah, so you managed to make it up the stairs. Skeletons are following suit right after you. One manages to make it up the stairs and take a swipe at you.
Yep.
And misses. But, so you guys are all at the door. Skeletons are clambering up the stairs after you. It is Grinner's turn.
Okay, I'm going to turn to them and signal them and say... I'm going to say... I'm going to try to sneak past it. There's a big fucking flesh monster in this next room.
Okay.
But I'm also thinking now we can use the skeletons as a distraction. So maybe if we can all get into this room and around the creature, the last person in can leave the door open, and maybe the skeletons in will kind of, you know. And then I go in sneaking.
Okay, so roll for sneak.
Sneaky, sneaky. 6, 7, 8.
That thing had like 1 million eyeballs.
Yeah, but I figured because it's got a light in there, right? It's kind of like holding a candle here and trying to see here.
I gotcha. Like being by a campfire.
And it might have had 1 million eyeballs, but it didn't have 1 million ears.
So you're trying to beat 11. It's the average difficulty.
11, and I got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what are we doing? What is it?
Sneak, so it would be, or stealth, so it would be dexterity.
So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and +1 for the torch. That's got to be a plus.
That's already incorporated into that. Would have been
and
challenging.
+1 for.
If you can give me a reason.
The fact that the skeletons coming up the stairs would be distracting it. The sound, you know, it'd be like
right.
Look our way.
Okay.
No, but what I mean is it would be covering the sound of my footsteps. It would be like muddled. It wouldn't be able to discern something that just entered the room.
That's right, because the sound of the bone on concrete or on stone would muddle the sound of his footsteps sucking up on the liquid.
Try to be more helpful.
Okay, so
this is my sexy voice.
You open the door opens and you.
Door was already open.
Door was already open. Okay, so you start.
So I did that as my minor action, and I did sneak with the door being open already and succeeded.
Yeah. And as you're walking, you do step on a piece of flesh, and it squishes under your foot. But the sound of the skeletons more than covers the sound, and the flesh monster looks up and turns toward the door and begins to push itself up off the ground.
But as I was crouched in the shadow, it didn't see me as much.
It did not see you, no.
Perfect.
But it is looking right at the door, and it looks like it's going to start making its way over there. First, we have Imogen.
I still have a minor, don't I?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So Imogen will be next.
Yes, because I want to help these guys as much as I can.
So you can do your minor to continue moving towards the stairs at the other side. You're about halfway there.
I'll do that. I'm going to move to the stairs on the other side, continuing sneaky.
Okay, so roll another stealth.
Or maybe I should go loud. What does it look like on the other side? Is it just stairs? Is there a door? What am I looking at?
Stairs. You assume that there's probably a door at the top as well, like all the other floors.
I will sneak, but if I fail, I'll lean into it. So like I'll try to go sneaky, and if I make a sound, then I'm just gonna go, "Rah!" And then I'm gonna run.
Okay.
6, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13. Okay.
Yep.
So you do manage to sneak successfully to the bottom of the stairs. You'll have to take a turn to get up the stairs. You do see that the door is closed at the top of the stairs, but there is an eerie red light seeping through the crack at the bottom of the door.
Okay. I'll wait there silently.
Okay. Next, Imogen.
Yes, I was just looking. It needs to do a Constitution stamina versus 13.
It does?
Yeah, I got exactly on my target number of 12.
And what are you casting?
Drain life. Drain life.
Okay.
I'm going to remove health from it and give it to me.
All right. So,
Bloody vampire.
You're a bloody vampire.
will save.
Constitution stamina versus 13.
All right. It succeeds.
Alrighty.
It succeeds. You don't. How much damage do you normally do?
It is normally 1d6 plus 3, but if he makes a save, it's only 1d6.
Okay. So roll the damage.
Yeah, it was only 1.
It was only 1. Okay.
Yeah.
So after you cast it, you see that the beast doesn't look to be affected by it, as it looks like it's about to start shambling its way towards you, and you actually feel a sharp pain through your body, and an intense headache overwhelms you, and you take the 1 damage.
Oh. Well, I won't be trying that again. And now I will try to... How did it look? So it would look lumbery? Like I could move faster than it?
Like oak?
At this point?
It looks like you could definitely move faster than it, yeah.
Yeah, so again, I will try to work my way around the outer edge of the room around it.
Okay, so you shake your head, you start making your way across, and you realize that the tower rumblings, you haven't heard one in a while. Your body was starting to get used to the time interval in between, and you haven't heard one or felt one. All right, next is the beast. So were you trying to sneak there, Imogen?
No, I'm bolting.
Okay. 1 to 3, it's going for you. 4 to 6, it's going for Penth. And the beast starts lumbering towards the door. And it gets to the front of the door, and it reaches in with a goopy, bloody arm towards you, Penth.
Bloody goop. Oof.
Okay, and it got 14.
That's good.
That's good. So it grasps around you. You try to get it out of the way, and it grasps around you, and it begins to start squeezing your ribs. And you take... you take 11 points of damage.
Does my armor help?
Yep, your armor helps.
Cool. So it's grappling with me, I imagine.
Yes, yeah, it is. You're gonna have to break free. You can do a strength check versus his strength.
I just want to stab it. See if it'll take it off.
Okay.
That doesn't seem very Penth-like. It's wrestling you.
Yeah, it's a big flesh monster. I don't think of honor. I know when I'm beaten.
Okay.
So 14.
Okay. 14 is just barely good.
And I got a 5 dragon die.
Very nice.
Oh.
There's one way you could get out of there pretty easy.
I'm gonna skirmish it 5 steps down the stairs.
It's not going to fit down the stairs.
Okay.
It's too big for the door.
I can't disarm him, can I?
You can disarm him.
Is that literally
Yourself?
disarming him?
Yeah, you can use 2 to disarm him and have you fall down.
Will it just lose his arm if you disarm him? Thunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I will do... I'm going to do a mighty blow
Okay.
and disarm him,
Okay.
and I skirmish.
You're gonna
So
try
then
to
I'm going to try to slide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack him,
Okay.
and basically mighty blow, so basically twist my sword so he drops me. Then I'm going to try to slip and slide under his legs to the other side of the room, because I imagine the putrid filth on the floor will be quite slippery.
Okay.
So, for the first damage, 8 plus 5 is 13 damage.
Okay.
And then, what did I say? Mighty Blow. So, well, Mighty Blow sucks.
1d6. Might be good.
No, I will do, well, I have to do that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll do 1d6 more damage.
Okay.
There we go. So another 5 damage, so 18 total, did I say?
Slice and dice.
Okay. So as you go to swipe at his arm actually comes off quite easily. Your blade goes right through the flesh.
Like butter.
And kind of like butter, yeah.
Like
Or
butter.
liverwurst. And it collapses on the ground and writhes around. But you don't waste any time. Just as the skeleton behind you is going to take a swipe at you, you dodge and jump right through the beast's legs and slash at its leg, I guess. That's the second damage.
Yep.
And you go to slide across the floor, but the floor is not quite as slippery as you think it is, and you pretty much slide right under the monster.
Nice.
Now
That's
you're
where I
at, right at its biting crotch level.
It teabags you. Continually teabags you until...
To death.
Yeah. Okay, so skeletons are running up the stairs.
That sounds like a children's song.
Skeletons
Skeletons are running up the stairs. Write it.
You feel a hand.
Unawares.
You feel a hand wrap around your ankle.
I think
Me?
that should be a song, actually.
A bony hand catches up to you.
Oh,
And it's tugging on you, but it's a good thing the floor isn't as slippery as you said, 'cause it would be pretty easy to pull you back, but it's not.
fly and fly paper.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is the skeletons, because they're all kind of clambering up the stairs and piling up in the door. Kind of like Mr. Burns when the doctor's describing that he has a disease, or like a million diseases, and all of them are trying to get through the door at once. If you've seen that.
No.
All right.
What is this? The Simpsons? We don't watch this.
Imogen.
How is it not my turn still?
Oh, no, sorry, Grinner. It's you now. Sorry.
I was like, I don't accept. I'm not pooping anymore.
Grinner, we're at you.
Okay. I head up the stairs. I guess.
All right. You go up to the stairs. You
That's
get to
the
the
goal.
top. There's a door there. Now, you did see Penth get grabbed by this monster. He managed to cut himself out, and he's jumped, and he's currently under the legs of this beast.
I
Would you
think he's
continue up
at the
the
point
stairs?
now that if he wanted help, he would ask. So before I head up the stairs, I ask him, Pent, do you need help?
So far, so good.
All right.
Um,
All you have to do is say, I need you, and I'm here.
don't go too far.
Just say you need me.
I'm right behind you.
All right. Then I head up the stairs.
Okay. Go
I
ahead.
gave him options.
You get to the top of the door, or get to the top of the stairs at the door.
And I'll do a listen.
Okay.
6, 11, 12, 13.
And you stick your ear up to the door, and you hear inside some labored, gurgly breathing.
Well, obviously I kick it open.
Doug's there.
I kick it open. I want to see Doug. I've missed him.
Okay, the door is locked.
I start
you can
picking
do a
it.
strength check. It's not locked. It's just kicking it you'd have to break the.
Okay, then I open it.
Opening.
Very passively.
So, do a will save.
Okay. I will save it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12. Now, being that this is the second last game, this is where Harlan pleads with the GM for sympathy. But I just wanted to point out, that I have courage as a bonus to will that I've never been able to use.
True.
I feel like if this is like a bursting through the the door at last minute, I do think courage would apply.
It isn't. As,
Seriously, you're gonna call that? How is that not courage?
it may be courage to bust through the door, yeah, sure, but it doesn't apply to this situation because as your hand touches the door handle, you feel great. You feel wonderful. You have a warm chill washes over you, and you feel like you're in love.
Then I succeeded at my willpower save, and I go through the door.
But while there's a part of you saying you want to go through the door, another part of you, a stronger part, says, no, I'm going to go back downstairs. And you turn around, and you start walking back down the stairs.
Okay.
Because it was laced with ecstasy.
Okay.
I don't get the same high from X that I used to.
All right.
And you're going for the pee-pee crotch.
Next, we have Imogen.
Yep. All right. Now, feeling again that honoring Pent's one-on-one combat situation.
This is the undead, remember?
I know. I will move to the door. Finish getting to the door to the stairs.
Okay.
But I will stay there and watch in case I need to help. But basically, I will, I guess, yeah.
How close are you to
ready in action?
No, there's a giant flesh golem right at the door, on top of.
No, I thought I was running around to where the stairs are.
Yes, yeah, to where Grinner is.
Yeah, to where Grinner is, right? Because I came in one door and I want to run around to the other stairs.
Okay, so you're with Grinner.
Right, but I wanted to stop there.
Okay.
And ready.
You're watching.
Even though it hurt me, I would probably try just a different spell to see if it was the type of spell since I don't really have anything other than maybe throwing my quarterstaff at it.
Okay.
Or walk it and punch it. But yeah, so I will just ready. And if I see Pent fall, then cast. If not, I'll just wait till my next turn.
Okay. All right, great. So, next is the monster. Imogen, you see some eyeballs, like, looking at you, and part of the golem is turning its attention towards you. But, so, 1 to 3 is Imogen, 4 to 6 is Penth. It's a 4. But you see the flesh golem lift its foot and try to bring it down on Penth. And it rolled a 14 to hit.
It's good.
Okay. Yes. No. Sorry. It rolled a 12 to hit, but you get -2 because you're prone.
Still good.
It's still good.
Okay, I mean it rolled a 10.
Yeah. Or he gets plus 1 because you're prone. So
Plus 1.
it's a 13 to hit.
No good.
No good.
Well, I have 14 because I'm using the two-handed weapon.
Right. Okay. So the the foot stomps down on you, and you hold your sword up, and you manage to deflect the foot out of the way and roll out of the way, just barely. And now it's your turn.
Okay. Well, I will get up and try to run towards the. I will stab the face above me if I can.
You have to do a strength check to get out of the grasp of the skeleton.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I have more luck just killing the skeleton, so I'll just turn around and stab it. And
Okay.
then go.
Okay, go ahead. Or you can, kick it in the face.
Yeah. So 12 plus, so 17.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
And a dragon die, so I'm going to do a second attack,
Okay.
which is lightning attack.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that twice.
Nice.
So can I hit him again?
Yep.
Okay.
You wait.
Oh, so,
hit the skeleton again?
No, I'm going to hit the flesh monster twice.
Okay. You do not.
Well, I don't know if that works. No, I would have to do it once and then use it because I don't think it has to be a secondary target, right? I know.
Yeah.
No,
I don't.
Same.
You can do lightning attack against a different one within range.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I will try to kill the skeleton and then do a secondary attack against the flesh monster and then do it again.
I don't think you can do lightning attack twice though.
No, but he can do dual strike. And it's so strong that it affects 2 targets as long as they're adjacent, which they both are.
Yeah, you could do that.
Right? Because one's standing over and one's there, so it'd be like, Hwah!
You can't double stamp.
But he's only got 6 stun points.
Okay. Well,
So
I can't do lightning attack twice? You can't use...
No, you can only do 1 stunt.
Okay, well then I will do Mighty Blow on him as well. Actually, no. Can I use Skirmish? Can I use 3 points of Skirmish to get me out of the goo?
Definitely.
Okay, so I will do... This is for the attack on the skeleton.
Okay.
So 5 plus 5, I think. No, plus 4, so 8 or 9.
Okay, you kill it, and you're free. So how do you do that?
And then I still also get an attack on.
Right. Yeah. Do that first.
So I'll just stab into the crotch face.
Okay. Crotch face. Take that, crotch face.
And I also do I do 8 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
I feel like we should be like more elemental to this thing. Like if it's just flesh, maybe freeze it and snap it. Like I feel like it would be easier to
Cook it?
Yeah, or cook it. Yeah.
Mmm.
Cook
Make
the
it
raw flesh.
Flesh bourguignon.
Precisely. Oh.
So Justin,
Yes.
that worked.
Yes. Yes, it did.
So then I get up and I run towards where Imogen and Grinner are.
I'm not there. I'm walking back there, but I'm not there yet.
Sorry. What did you roll against the monster?
I don't remember.
Oh, right. Yeah, you rolled 8. Sorry. Yes. Yeah. So it works. So what do you do? Describe what you do exactly.
Okay, so the skeleton is attacking me, so I jab my sword through its face.
Okay.
And then I push. I push up as hard as I can to get out of the sludge. And I turn around and I stab the flesh monster in the. No. I roll on my back, I stab the monster, and use that to lift myself up. Pull the sword out and run towards Grinner and Imogen.
Nice. Okay. So
Agree.
All right, so you push yourself up. You're about midway through the room, pretty close to them, and that's as far as you're able to get. Next is skeletons. Next is Grinner. Now for Grinner,
You just tell me when I can stop acting like this, and I'll just do it.
roll a will save. You're trying to beat a 13.
10, 11, 12, and since courage still doesn't work, I go and kiss Imogen. On the forehead. Gay, not gay.
Okay. And just a question. Is Jason Randall watching right now?
I don't know. Possibly.
Has he been tweeting? Has he left any comments?
I don't know, Jason, have you been watching? I know we have Jesper is watching right now.
Jesper's watching.
And he gets my plight. He said, poor Harlan getting shut down by the GM for his genius idea.
What genius idea? Oh, the courage?
Yeah, man. He so gets me.
Well, yes, he gets you. He gets you so much that if he's watching right now and paying attention, he's going to control your next action as possessed Grinner. So I'll give you 3 minutes, Jesper.
I know we're on delay, so yeah, I would just say defer until he answers.
I'll defer until he answers. How are your characters doing right now?
Good.
Answer what? What do I have to answer?
What's that?
Do I have to answer something?
Nope.
No. We were saying that we have a viewer right now, Jesper, that if he tweets us right now, he can control.
Control what?
Grinner is possessed at the moment.
Oh shit.
And
Maybe I just love her, but...
and Jesper gets to control his next action as possessed Grinner.
Jesper gets me, though.
More motivation.
Motivation. He gets more experience the more evil it is. I like. Yeah. 300 experience if it is in line with.
So he pull his blade and start like licking his sword, like out of like
Yeah,
that's fine.
He can do that. He can do that sort of thing. Like, whatever Grinner would do, being possessed by a blood mage. What you think?
But it is good.
Touch himself softly.
I've touched myself softly. I don't need to be possessed by a blood mage to do it. Grinner would do that.
Can I ask how the skeletons are reacting to the flesh golem? Do we see any confrontation in their eyes?
You see they are still piling up, and they're trying to get through the door.
They just all get stuck. There's like too many of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like the zombies from that terrible zombie movie with Brad Pitt.
Flesh Golem is slowly turning around. He's not even really paying attention to the skeletons that are trying to push past him.
While we're paused here for a second, good opportunity to talk real quick about this Saturday, because I totally forgot about it.
Yeah. So no jujitsu, so we can change time. Just saying.
Well, we can if you want. I like an early morning game though. It gets us up spry and early.
I'm good with early morning.
What time did we say?
9. We might postpone it to 10, in which case I would change it the night before. But basically, the 11th, which is this Saturday, is International Tabletop Day. And as part of it, a few online streaming groups and local bars and things like that are all running games and events and things like that. So we thought we would participate and run a little fun game. And it's going to take place Saturday at 9 a.m. So, well, and I also think it's a good reason we're doing that, because if you look at the timetable of a lot of these events, most of them are in the afternoon, and most of them are more important and bigger than us. So I figured if people want to watch along, they can do it in the morning, and it still doesn't interfere with any of their other things if they are interested in watching.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to be streaming a game 9 o'clock Saturday morning, so come back, check us out. It's a mystery game. That I am running it, and I have not picked a system to use yet, but for all those watching, if you have a suggestion and you let me know as soon as possible, i.e. before the end of tomorrow, I will take it under careful consideration as to whether or not we will play it. If I know it, then all the more reason to. So if you have suggestions, if you're watching, you say, hey, I'd really like to see them play this system. It's a fantastic system. With enough time, I will learn it and play it Saturday if I think it's going to fit in the theme of what we're doing. So, good opportunity to maybe see a game that you might be interested in played. That being said, we're always welcoming independent ones as well. So I'll talk more about that a little bit in the show, but it looks like Jesper has... Jesper. What? Jesper. How do you know?
It said so.
Because we're reading the tweet.
It could be Jesper.
But it says it's pronounced Jesper, spelled Jesper.
Does he say that?
He does.
Yeah.
In the tweet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, my bad.
Yes.
Sorry, Jesper. So he starts walking towards Penth and takes a swing at him.
Towards Penth. Okay.
It makes sense. All right, let me act it out then.
I hope so. This will be like, finally, Grinner. Finally.
So am I coherent? Am I aware of this, or am I convinced of this? Justin?
If a small part of you is aware, but because you failed the willpower, you do still have to attack.
No, but I mean, like, would I be swinging like, I don't want to do this, or do I have to be like, okay, then
Well, you wouldn't be saying that. You might be thinking that a little bit. A part of your head might be thinking that, but every outward action is like you want to kill. You are Gil controlling you, or a blood.
Again, I know you've watched Supernatural, so it's like when people are possessed by demons, right? They're inside. They just can't.
Okay, so for all purposes, Penth sees me as this. So then I would walk straight to Penth with a look in my eye, and I would just fucking deck him.
Nice. With the sword, right?
No. Just take a swing at him.
Take a swing. Okay.
I take that as a punch. I wouldn't be sword because I don't use a sword anyway.
The sword was an out.
And I don't use a sword. It would be a punch. Thank you, Jesper.
Can we say it's a sneak attack?
As long as it hits, I don't care.
I think it's a sneak attack. It should be a sneak attack.
Because he wouldn't see it coming.
No.
True.
No expectation.
Okay. So I just got a message from Jason Randall. His internet did go down, but he is talking to me through Twitter. So if you fail your next willpower roll, it's going to be Jason Randall controlling it.
Jason, I swear to God, I hope you did something sweet, man.
Okay, so how much damage do you do? I think it's 1d4 plus your strength, or 1d6 plus your strength.
Okay, so 1d6 plus 0. Is that what it is? So it just
is 1 to 3.
1d3, okay.
So we'll half it.
Yeah.
So 3.
3, all right.
Did he hit me to begin with?
No. Well, he hit you, but you don't take any damage because it's just your armor's blocking it.
Even the sneak attack didn't help?
Oh, yeah, I guess he would be sneak attacking. So
it's a backstab.
You get what, 2d6 for your sneak attack or something?
Yeah, an extra 1d6.
An extra 1d6.
Try again. No, it doesn't matter because
I picture myself getting up and like running towards him. What are you doing, Grinner? It's like, oh.
Okay, so it's a 1d3 when I do the punch, but with my backstab, a melee attack gets a plus 1d6.
Okay.
So technically, this is now a 9.
Yes. Okay.
Better.
So 9 to attack.
Yes.
So you
no,
do
9 damage.
9 damage. Right. Okay. So yeah, you do take 2 damage, Penth.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, you get up, you're running towards him, you see him step towards you, and he.
Now I didn't roll to hit though.
Hits you right in the face.
Yes, he didn't roll the hit technically.
Do you want me to
That's true.
Hit?
Roll to hit right now. See if it happens.
Okay.
But you
it
are
does.
going.
Oh, and it's a dragon die!
Oh.
Excellent.
This keeps getting better and better. Okay. So you've got.
I'm gonna knock him prone.
Well, technically, shouldn't we allow Jason the option to spend your dragon die points?
Oh yeah. Or
yeah, if he's got yeah.
Jesper, if he wants to.
Jesper, or
Jason.
how is
Jason.
Jason not speaking to us on the Invictus?
His internet went down. I don't know. I think he can only follow on Twitter with his phone. So I'm saying that. Oh, he's got it. Never mind. He'll answer in just a couple moments.
Can you tweet us on the Invictus page?
What stun points he wants me to do?
I was going to say, maybe if you can, why don't you screenshot it and...
Yeah, I can do that.
I told him to tweet to the Invictus stream.
Cool.
So he will.
But that's what I'm saying, is we should put a screenshot of the page so that in case he doesn't have them, and then he can read them.
I will do it now. You don't worry. I'm on this like ham. Anyone who knows me knows that I really like ham. So.
Loves ham.
Mike, why didn't you confirm that I love him? What?
I've never seen you eat ham.
Sarad. So, as a quick point, just because I'm mean, I actually have a skill that allows me to pierce armor for only 1 stun point. So, just mentioning for whoever's picking it, you might want to take a look at that as an option, because basically that's going to half his armor.
Whoever's using the Invictus stream right now, would you be able to tweet to Jason Randall that he's got 6 stun points? He said he's got it, but
here we are.
Yeah, he just said he's ready, and I just tweeted him. And I just tweeted him the stun points. Yeah. So there you go, Jason. So those are the stun points, and like I said, if you look there, pierce armor is normally 2, and basically you have 6 points that you can assign to inflict bonus damage on Penth. And I know you want to do it, so...
Well, I think what's interesting is that this... I mean, the mage is controlling you, but I think... one way of looking at it might be that he's just controlling your emotions. He's twisting your emotions in a way and making it.
He's lowering my inhibition.
Ridiculous, like intoxicating.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just making that more present in your mind
Because
somehow.
deep down, this is what I'd want to do. So.
Mm-hmm.
And clearly, it's what Karma wants me to do, because I succeeded and got 6 stunt points to do it. And Jason just got his internet back when it happened, and Jason was the one who was like, "Yeah, I'll kill that guy." So I think this is just karmatically balanced out.
Bring it on, Jason. Do your worst.
So you can assign up to 6 points worth of those. So, and again, but I definitely would do pierce armor, because that's just going to half his armor. But it only costs 1. Anything else you can decipher and decide. Any other clarification, we can do it.
Okay. So
and while he's deciding, I will mention one more time. Obviously, I talked about the 11th. I wanted to mention something else. Oh, no, I didn't want to mention that. But quick side note, there is a great, I don't know how many of you guys check out Kickstarter, but Kickstarter often has really great independent RPGs. In fact, Numenera, which is the campaign we'll be running in a few weeks, I think might not have been started on Kickstarter, but definitely had a portion of it backed on Kickstarter, correct?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So check that out every once in a while, because there's some great stuff there. In fact, Justin and I backed a game called Shadow of the Demon Lord by Robert Schwalb, I believe it is. And it looks fantastic. It's kind of a dark horror fantasy game. So if you like independent RPGs and you're interested in checking them out, check out Kickstarter and maybe back that.
Lightning? No. Can you do lightning?
No, it's the lightning attack. So I can make a second
Right.
attack against the same enemy or a different one within the range and sight. So we can definitely do that. Right?
Yeah.
We're going to take out Penth and Imogen.
No, it's just the same attack, or same enemy. So lightning attack, so that's 3 points. So you got 3 left, Jason. Now remember, it's not going to do that much damage anyway. Oh, he said mighty blow and...
Pierce armor? He's got to do pierce armor.
He's got to do pierce armor. I'm going to assume pierce armor until you answer. Mighty blow and, come on, drum roll. Drum roll. Oh wait, there is a fucking drum roll. That's so funny.
Drum roll, drum roll. Oh, wait.
He's still not here. Again.
Probably delay.
Just keep it going until.
This is great.
No, he's got nothing.
I'm
going
on
to.
the edge.
Start with flow. You can start with what you have there.
Well, the thing is, if it's pierced armor, it has to.
Oh,
well,
that's at the end, though.
Yeah, you're right. We can do it anyway. Okay, perfect. So,
Mighty
how
blow
did this
first.
happen? Now,
Hey,
but I already did.
Describe this, Harlan. I want you to describe it with all your charismatic articulacy.
He
Well,
did
let's
say pierced
figure
armor.
out the stunts first, and then
Agreed.
we'll do the description.
Okay, so he said pierced armor, and the other thing is, I technically already rolled for damage because I
Yes,
did 9.
Yes. Yeah.
So that was the first attack. So if he's doing lightning, so mighty blow is another 1d6. So let's get that out of the way. Correct?
Yep.
So let's do that. So we're at 9.
I hope he knocks me out.
Oh my God! Another 6. That's so
15.
fucking good. So that's 15. Excellent job, Jason. And remember, your armor is halved. Okay. So that's done. So it's 15 points with
And
half
now you have
armor.
a second attack.
You know what would be really good is if he knocked me prone instead, and I just ended up back stuck in the goo.
Okay. And then we got lightning attack, which basically is just another attack, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, same
You have
enemy.
to roll. You have to
Yeah.
roll.
So we'll
But
do
you don't
this.
get stun points if you get the...
So we got 10, 11, and it would be strength, right? So no, that one probably doesn't hit.
No.
Okay. So the
Okay.
second one missed. That's not a big deal.
All right, but Penth has to figure out 15 minus 4. You take 11 damage, I believe.
Right, because half of
15
his.
minus 4.
So I walk back. So I touch the knob at the top of the stairs, and an overwhelming sense of this compassion washes over me as I turn around and walk back down the stairs. And as I'm walking back down, I'm thinking over the events that transpired in the last hour or so, how I had the knife to Penth's throat, and how I just gave up because I didn't want to become the monster that I thought he was. But this growing sensation inside says, no, the monster has to be put down. And as my foot hit the bottom stone of the last step, I walked straight towards Penth, and with all my might, fucking laid him down flat.
And he was knocked prone.
And no, he wasn't.
No.
It just sounded better.
Now, what happens? Penth, you see Grinner walking towards you, and you see that his eyes are blood red as he steps right in front of you, and he does exactly that. What?
Okay, so
11 damage.
yeah, a lot of damage. So I'm running at him as he throws his haymaker at me. You know, catches me right in the nose, and my nose just explodes with blood, just everywhere, just right down my shirt. I land. I take one knee. I see the blood on my hand, and I look up at Grinner. Wipe it off, and I kind of know where things have to go from this point.
You know what? Yeah, fair enough. He finally hit you back.
Yeah. And I'm
All right.
smiling as I do it. I smile. I just go. Ready
Okay.
to go.
So, that's Grinner's turn. We're back at the top of the initiative order. We are at Imogen. Imogen, you see this transpire, but also at the same time, you see the
We
flesh
still got the
golem
flesh golem, so that's
turning
gonna be right
around, and he looks like he's getting ready to attack Penth, who is distracted.
So again, I'm gonna try another spell, and hopefully I don't feel the pain from it.
Okay.
So it will work,
Okay.
because I got a well over the target number.
Okay.
Oh, what am I doing for damage? So it'll be the test, Constitution Stamina versus 15.
Constitution stamina versus 15. Okay. Now, as you're casting it, you do feel like it's harder to cast for some reason. But what are you trying to do? Drain life?
No, this is going to be Walking Bomb, because we got to get rid of it.
Walking bomb. Okay. So it does hit.
Okay.
You feel the spell sink in.
Beautiful. So this one is going to do 5 points of damage.
Can I just take a second and say, well done, Jason?
Very well done, Jason. Thank
Jason,
you.
yeah, both Jason and Jesper.
And Jesper, yes.
Yeah, I can.
And thank you for well timing that clap because I really I let one rip right then.
Well, you tell me anytime you want to part, man, and I'll make sure people are clapping.
All right,
Okay.
yeah. So that's it. So again, we just got to remember at the beginning of his turns or the flesh golem's turn, then he has to make that test again.
Okay, so does he take the damage at the beginning of his turn?
He takes the damage at the beginning of his turn.
And it's 1d6?
It is 1d6 plus. Well, yeah. If he fails, it'll be 1d6 plus 1.
Okay. Wait, so he has to roll Constitution at the beginning?
That's correct. Yes.
Or damage first? Okay. All right, so he doesn't get it. And you roll for damage. All right, and he takes. All right, so.
And if his health reaches 0 at any point and the spell is still in effect, then he explodes.
And what's the radius? So Pent is about 10 yards from him.
That's fine. It's 4 yards.
4 yards.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I guess he'd be about 5 yards away, but
Okay.
at 4 yards, he's good. So, you see the flesh golem turning around, and you do kill it, and it does explode.
Okay. Any of the skeletons, if they're close, they take 2 to 6 damage.
The skeletons that are all behind it, you see it explode, and the skeletons all go flying back down the staircase, and you see arms and limbs float in the air, and very satisfying marimba sound as they all fall down the stairs. Yeah. All right. So that's taken care of. Next is Penth.
Sorry, what was taken care of?
So you heard a big. So after Grinner punched you in the face, you heard a big explosion behind you, and blood and guts kind of sprinkled the back of your jerkin, and yeah.
Sorry, was the flesh golem that exploded?
Flesh golem exploded. Yeah.
Nice. So I look to a Grinner. Blood down the front of my face. In my mind, it's like he was hitting me because I was running away from a fight.
Okay.
I say, thank you for reminding me of who I am. And I kind of just walk past him, doing one of those those things when the guy loses a fight but doesn't want to look bad. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm fine. Oh, good. Thank you.
All right. And so you walk past him, you start making your way up the staircase, you get to the top, but that's the end of your turn before you can open the door. Next we go to Grinner, who has to do a will save.
All right.
Get ready, Jason Randall.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. R11, are you fucking serious? Oh my fuck.
All right. So, end in 5. I'm gonna take this turn of Grinner's. As you punched Penth in the face, you felt a surge of satisfaction, and all of a sudden you saw that everybody around you just isn't worth it. Everybody around you is they're just not worth it. You're wasting your time with them. And you turn and you see Imogen standing there, and rage boils over you. And Imogen, you see Grinner turn towards you as he's unsheathing his sword, and his eyes are bloodshot, and he takes a swing at you. Go ahead and do the roll, Grinner.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That is good.
11, 12.
That is gooder.
I didn't want to hit him.
All right. So what's the damage?
1d6 plus 3. So 5.
All right. 5 damage. 2 damage. Okay. So he just slashes your arm, and blood starts to messy up your leather coat. And Penth, you hear a cry from Imogen downstairs, and you see Grinner bringing his blade up to go for another swing. And we are at Imogen.
Hard decisions, eh?
It is. I think at this point, I would try like metagame. I don't think it would work, but in game, I think I would try heal because at this point I'm still new at it, and I don't know if it would have an effect on his mind or not.
Okay.
And because I'm looking at his holistic healing.
Yep.
I want to heal his spirit, his mind, his body.
Okay.
And so that is probably what I do, and then move the hell out of there.
All right.
So first I will try the thing, which is fine, which will just make you tougher anyway. I don't know. Have you lost any points?
Only 3.
Okay.
I don't remember how.
I was already going to commit to doing 3d6 anyway because I'm trying to really get in there.
You do what you gotta do.
Anyway, so it would be 12 points. So you get your 3 back.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
So, for his next attack, just the act of you healing him after he slashed you awakens some compassion in him, and you're going to get a +2 bonus to your next willpower roll. Yeah.
Hi.
So Penth.
And then I use my turn to again
run up
back
the
away and get
stairs?
up the stairs and get behind Penth.
Okay. So Penth, you're up.
Okay, so I'm under the impression now that he's not doing this in a friendly sort of way.
Hey!
You have no reason to be doing that to Imogen, so basically I pull my sword out and I say, "Stay behind me, Imogen." There's
Evil afoot.
yeah, he
How
needs to
will
be
magic at work?
It's like I say he needs to be put down. Perhaps he was helping Gil all along. And I go into a defensive stance.
Okay. Grinner, we're back at you.
All right. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. He was +2 for him, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Finally. And I got +1 on my willpower anyway.
Okay. So, you come to, and you realize you have your sword up in the air, and your muscles are tensed, and your teeth and face is contorted. You see that there's nobody in front of you.
Well, yeah. You see my nose exploded with blood and a wounded Imogen behind me.
And I drop the sword in my hand, and I say, "What happened?"
You attacked Imogen.
Oh, Imogen, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
And I see there's no more red in his eyes and stuff, right?
Come hug me. Come hug me.
I stop Imogen from going forward.
Okay.
And I say, "You also attacked me.
I can see that.
Well done."
I was going to say, well done myself, too. That looks pretty good.
Yeah, it hurt quite a bit.
Well, what I can say is that I touched the knob at the top of the stairs, and that's the last thing I remember. I'm sorry if I tried to hurt you.
Perhaps it's best that you lead the way and I separate you and Imogen for a while.
Sure, if
Keep an eye on
that's
you.
what you think would be necessary.
Well, don't you think, for the safety of the group?
I think it was when I touched that, the spell got inside me. I think we all need to be careful. I think I am no more susceptible because I have been possessed than anyone else could be. But I think we still should stay together. I think this is just trickery afoot by Gil.
Okay.
Put it this way.
How's everyone feeling?
Oh, I'm hurting quite a bit.
Well, I was going to say, put it this way. Since I'm an archer, if you're doubting me, maybe I should stay closer to you. You can take my short sword. That way I do less damage. Yeah, you look pretty beat up, Penth, and Imogen, you look pretty fucked up too. Do you guys want to take a rest?
Yeah,
I'm actually not bad.
Oh, well, I saw that I sliced you. I just thought maybe I don't know. Maybe I hurt you.
I'm at what I'm at here.
Okay, so you guys decide to take a rest, and you are a part of you really wants to go to the top of the stairs and get to the other side of the door with the ominous throbbing red light
Who doesn't want to go
seeping through the bottom of the door, but the more rational side of you says this may be time to rest. Going up there in your condition would not be wise. So you do so.
5-minute rest.
Potion time.
Potion
time. Use that potion.
Well, we're going to end it there. We'll do the rest at the beginning of next week. Good job, guys. That was a lot of fun. Thank you very much to Jason Randall and Jesper and anybody else who was watching. Those 2 attacks were great. I really had a great time hearing what you guys came up with.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely enjoyed punching Penth. It was the perfect because I didn't do it, so I can justify it with my character, and yet I still got to do it. It was great. Do you want to do XP quick? Because I'm so close to leveling up, it's ridiculous.
All right, we'll do XP quick. Role-playing encounter at the start, and the journey there wasn't terribly difficult. We'll say that was routine for you guys.
I don't know. I had to talk myself out of murder.
Yeah, you didn't have to. Well, you did roll a bunch, but I'm gonna say no. It just you got out of it. You had a lot of lucky rolls. No, there were. Well,
yeah, but then you could run that with everything in role playing.
But this is the way Dragon Age works. Is it's not about how good your characters all are. It's about how much your character struggles.
Don't worry.
So if you don't think being for murder, I don't think it was just me. I think all of us should get XP for that because basically guards burst in. And there was a dead guy, and we had to get out of it. And not only did we get out of it, we convinced them to let us hunt the guy.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you 100. I'll say it's an easy encounter. You guys didn't really have to use up any of your resources, really. You did avoid an encounter there, so for that, you do get 100. For the first room, I am going to say that Penth gets the experience for the first floor because he was the only one that really went in and took the damage. I'm going to say that was a medium encounter, so Penth is going to get 200 for that.
Yeah, thank you.
Because we learned from it, so we didn't need to.
Exactly. It was a routine encounter for you guys.
Yeah.
As for the skeletons, you guys were all pretty much working together equally there and stayed on the stage.
Not me.
Not you. You kind of.
You're doing what's best for the group, though.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to give you guys 100 for that. Would you guys say 100 or would you guys say 200 for that one?
100 for that one. Because we could have probably taken them out pretty easily if we just fought.
Yeah. Okay, so we will do 100 for that one. So we are at 200 for everybody and an extra 200 for Penth. Third floor, we had the Flesh Golem. Now that floor will break up the Flesh Golem encounter and the Grinner encounter. So Flesh Golem, I will say, was average again.
So what's that, another 100? Or?
Another 200 for everybody.
I didn't do any damage to him at all.
Then you know what?
That's okay, though.
I'm fine.
No, he was
That's okay. You did actually help, though. You did help in that encounter. For the Grinner encounter, I'm going to give you guys experience, not because you guys defeated him or anything, but for role-playing. That was a good role-playing encounter, so I'll give you guys an extra 200 for Grinner.
Cool.
role-playing in general today, I'm going to give... It wasn't really terribly role-play heavy, so I'm going to give you guys 125 for role-playing each.
Nice.
Jason Randall and Jesper, going to give you guys a 150 experience. So I think Jason Randall, you should be at 650. And Vesper, I'm not sure what you've had before. If you want to message me on my Twitter at JTJames89, then you can just let me know how much experience you have, or you can just message it to Invictus. I think this was your first, but if you have been watching...
This was Jesper's first, yeah. He also commented on the video.
Okay.
And blamed us.
It's nice to know that I was his first.
You're everybody's first, Mike.
Yes,
frequently so. So that definitely pushes me up to level 3.
3.
Yep.
Yeah.
What is level 3?
Level 3 for me. I get a new talent.
No, what? How many experience?
Oh, I don't know.
4,499.
4,400.
4,499 is what I was told.
Oh, so close.
And I'm at 4,895.
How are you? What?
Because we were at 4,170.
Okay, so I'm just 200 more than you. So what were you at?
So I am currently at 4,895. So you should be at like 5,095.
Okay. Cool.
And I'm at 5,145.
Level up.
What are you at?
5,095.
So I'm like 50 experience points higher than you. We're so freaking close. But you know what? We're not going to level up again before this game's over anyway. So now we're all at level 3.
Mm-hmm. Who knows? Maybe the next encounter you guys will get, if you guys beat it, you'll get 3,000 experience. Who knows?
We'll have to stop halfway through to make it count, though. Or come back to these characters in a year.
That's true.
All right, so we'll go over... Well, probably while we're off camera, we'll probably go over what we need to do to level up, and maybe just briefly touch on it next time.
Okay.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Justin, and thank you, viewers, again, for watching. Please, if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and do all that stupid shit, because we like making these videos, and we enjoy the feedback and the comments. And as Justin pointed out, we're always eager to involve people in the decision-making if it can be done. So, again, really quick, just before we go, I wanted to thank everyone for watching again, but I also wanted to remind everyone that this Saturday we're going to be playing a game. Based on the conversation that Michael and I had and the comment that someone already made on this video, there's a good chance we're going to be running the End of the World RPG again, because it seems to me that a lot of people like that. And it's a pretty simple game, and Mike brought up some really good points saying how it's a really accessible game for people who are new to the role-playing world. So I think there's a good chance we're going to play that again. So if you like that or you're interested in that, come join us. If you have other suggestions, please leave them, because I'm always willing to change my mind last minute. It's what I do best. I did so at my wedding. Not really. And again, if you have your own thing going on the 11th, please share and tell us about it. The 11th is Tabletop Day, International Tabletop Day, and it'd be fun to help you guys out the same way you helped us out. And that is everything I had to say. Do you guys have anything else to add?
Shameless plug for Harlan, who is a writer. He's been putting up posts on WordPress, the Leary Valley. If you like horror stories, check those out. And his horror stories are almost as scary as the face he's making right now.
Yeah, nothing's that scary.
And also, I've been doing narrations, audiobook narrations. If you're interested in that sort of thing, I've recorded a couple fantasy narrations, so if you want to check them out, they're on the INVICTUS Stream YouTube channel, and one of them is actually on my own YouTube channel, which you should be able to find.
You're allowed to plug your own YouTube channel as well.
Yes. JAME7720. Boom. Done.
There you go. And no, it's important because obviously we are creators. We enjoy running games. We enjoy having fun. We enjoy telling stories and things like that. And if you like it, share them with us too. We love to promote other people's works. Like I was saying earlier, when Justin and I backed a Kickstarter that we like, and we're happy to promote those. And if that game comes out in a relative time, I might be running the Shadows of the Demon Lord as well on here.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you so much. Have a great weekend, and Take it easy.
Good night.
Good night.
Cheers.